glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community. And also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. How everybody doing this morning, man? Hold on, let me fix my headset, y'all. I wish y'all could. Mary J probably backstage laughing like a mug right now because, man, hey, pre-show last minute movement around I suck. I'm telling you right now, man, I need to do a lot better with having all my stuff in order before I go live. Like I sit here 2-3 hours, wake up 2-3 hours early just to get all this stuff ready and then still don't be ready. So y'all pray for your boy, man. Pray for your boy, Coach Smook. Hey, listen, if y'all tapped in already, man, please drop a like on the stream, man. Let me see. I feel kind of, there we go. I feel kind of flat right there. It's sounding a lot better. Drop a like on the stream if you're on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen real rare. I see y'all tapping in over there on TikTok. Y'all pulling up on TikTok. My daughter, Sunshine, my Sanaya, I see you, baby girl. My baby girl tapping in on TikTok, man. Britt, I see you. Appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning, everybody. We got like 8 people that tapped in on TikTok already. Hey, TikTok, hey, they ready to talk some Alabama, Tennessee. What's up, YouTube? How y'all feeling this morning? AAA family, you on the black side, the red side, the blue side, the green side, the purple side. We everywhere, man. We everywhere. Good to see y'all this morning, man. I'm glad to see everybody in the chat this morning. Let's start at the top, Mary J. I'm gonna do a roll call. We ain't gonna rush today. We're gonna take our time. This is our Friday morning call-in show. Y'all know how much fun we have on this segment, this show. Every Monday, every Friday, every post-game call-in is just a different level of content that we get to produce and deliver, and different level of conversation that we get to have. So we're going to dive into it today. Man. Man, shout out to everybody on the TikTok side too, man. Hey, I got some people I got pulling up, man. I got some people I got pulling up. Hopefully I got one personality calling in, man. I told y'all we got some networking things we've been doing to try to create just a better quality of content. Hold on, y'all. I'm missing a light. Hold on, check. Hold on. Light check. Who knows? There we go. Now look, see the lighting different. Now that boy, y'all see, I ain't as yellow as y'all try to make me out to be. I heard Brit trying to what is it called? When you put somebody in a box. I seen you, Brit. I seen you. I heard the Chris Brown comments too. Pit Sniper. I heard the Chris Brown comments the other week. I heard you, but no. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, man. Good to see y'all in the chat, man. I'm having a good time. It's Friday, man. It is kickoff eve. And I'm talking about, man, this is just the third Saturday in October. Another game where it means more than just this Saturday. Like, this is playoff implications. This is strength of schedule. This is resume building. This is everything both teams need to continue to solidify their path to the college football playoffs. So we're going to dive into Alabama versus Tennessee breakdown. We're going to get into it. Let's start at the top, Mary J. I know I said it like twice, but you know my ADHD be going on. Dominique. Am I saying it right? Is it Dominique? They done messed up y'all names again on YouTube. I can't. If y'all, oh Lord. Anyways, appreciate you for tapping in, man. Dominique, look, what's up, Urban Essence? Good to see you, sissy. I know a lot of y'all faces. All my AAA members, I'm gonna know them faces. Good to see you. Good morning, Roll Tide. My brother Zach Wilges in the chat. I know Zach ready for the phone line. Zach, look, man, I don't know what's going on with this computer. I'm about to reset it, but it don't look like it's giving me the. And y'all know we can't do no show without no phone line. Like that's just diabolical, right? That's crazy, right? What's up, Tevin? Good to see you. Good morning, Roll Tide, my guy. Tevin be tapping in, man. And then Sully popping off with a $4.99 super chat. We can't even get into the conversation. And my brother said, hold on, wait a minute. $4.99 morning, Smook morning, everybody. We putting them bars in the air tomorrow night. Yes, sir. Hey, so I don't really like cigars. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little ratchet. You know what I'm saying? I get a tad bit ratchet with my choice of celebration. I'm gonna give me a black and mild wood tip wine. Say what you want. Say what you want. Say what you want. But I'm telling you that I'm getting a black and mild wood tip wine. I just can't. The cigar thing, it just get too messy for me. But you know, when I'm around the, you know, other folks, you know what I'm saying? Not other folks. I'm just saying, like, you up there, you hanging out with some people, you got some cognac and stuff. You gonna have a cigar. I struggle with it. I hung out, man. I don't think she, man. Me and Ebony hung out. Me and Ebony Noah's mom. We hung out A-Day weekend last year. And we went to the cigar shop, man. There was a few more Bama parents there, but we went to the cigar shop, and I never lit mine, man. I just had it. It looked good in my hand. You know what I'm saying? It looked good in my hand. And so I'm just not a cigar person. I'll put it in my mouth, you know what I'm saying? Pause. I might hold it on my lip a little bit, but other than that, I ain't rocking with the cigars, man. But appreciate you, Sully. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Hey, let's go, man. Hey, Britt, good morning. Look, Britt. Let me start messing with Britt, cause she a fireball, man. Y'all want some funny stuff? Join the live game day chat Discord. Get in, not we gonna do a watch party, right? But get in the Discord if you want to be on the voice comms. Get in the Discord. That is some funny stuff. It is some funny stuff. So I have the control to be able to mute it out to the stream, or you know, to put the voices through. I think what I want to do tomorrow for the game is for the community to come together in Discord. If you want to get in there, you got to be a AAA member first. But you gotta you'll get the link to the chat, right? You'll get let in, and then we'll get your voice reactions, like to during the game, live voice reactions, and then I'll, instead of having to do a real live call in, we could just do a chat from Discord and just have people voice come in. You ain't gotta be come on screen or nothing. You just have your voice come in, and we could do it like that. So if you want to be a part of that, we'll be putting that information out tonight on the night call-in show, and it's gonna be a vibe. I'm just letting y'all know it's gonna be a vibe. Every time we do something like this, it end up being a vibe. And I want to encourage y'all, man, even on the call-in show today, do not be scared to call in. Getting on this phone line and stuff, I know, man. I don't know. I don't look at myself as some big time content creator or anything like that. I just look at this as a space for everybody to talk football, to talk their thoughts, whatever it is, whether it's agree or we disagree. It's just a space to talk our trash, talk about football, share our thoughts. I just so happen to be the face of it, man. You do this every day with your family, friends, your co-workers. It's nothing to call in on the phone line. What it is it gives other people opportunity to really hear if they thinking the same thing or something different. It creates that vibe that you want and that you need in order for being a fan to thrive. That whole fandom, you know, we talk about being fair weather fan and all. This is part of being a fan, man. So don't be scared to call in and talk your talk on today's show. And we're gonna have some fun on it. All right. So we're gonna get into it. Big T, what's up? Hey, shout out to Big T, man, tapping in on TikTok, man. That guy, he's gonna be serving as our sacrifice today for the live game simulation. I'll be coaching again today, so he'll be playing against one of our community Bama fans, AAA Bama fans. Big T is a guy that's came and supported. We ran into each other. Yeah, sacrifice. He said sacrifice on TikTok. Yeah, you getting sacrificed today, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You coming to T-Town on a live game simulation. I got my whole listen. Hold up. Big T. I'm gonna show you how serious I am about this live game simulation, chat. Y'all know it's Friday, right? I'm about to act up. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on, I gotta change the music up too, Mary J. What's up, Antoine? What's up, Melvin? Good to see y'all in the chat. Mary J, I'm about to act up, Mary J. So I hope you drunk your coffee because today is one of them days. Listen. I'm gonna show you how ready I am, Big T. Hey, you still here, Big T? Big T, give me a 1 in the chat on TikTok if you still here. Hey, AAA family, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Y'all know how I am about my live game simulations when I play, but I've been coaching the last 3 weeks, and it's been crazy. Mark Harvey, roll tide to Mark Harvey. I know you're an Auburn fan, Mark Harvey, right? I know you're an Auburn fan, Mark, but you're welcome here too. This is a safe space for you. Leave me a comment on Facebook, Mark. Let me know you seeing this, man. Hey, but it's a safe space for Auburn fans. It's a safe space for Georgia fans, right? Y'all safe here. Georgia fans, y'all safe here too. But hey, Britt, you know how serious I am about it today? So you know I'm coaching today, right? See, Britt don't like that. She don't like when I had other players. I got a new quarterback. I got a real quarterback today. No shade to my brother J-Ro, but I got a real quarterback today, and he know how to run. He know how to play that game. Like we talk. So I got my quarterback. He in the game tonight. Well, today, 12:30, y'all. Noon. We doing it today at noon live. We want to do it live at noon. Y'all catch it on your lunch. A lot of people are off today. Catch it on your lunch. We want to get it done early because we want the call-in show to be crazy tonight. So tap in. 12:30. But I'm so serious, bro. Look. No. See, look. Y'all think it's a game? I'm serious, chat. I'm serious. I got my play chart. I got my board. Just wait. Y'all gonna see it? I'm gonna be up in the booth tonight, bro. Y'all, man, listen. 12:30 Central Standard Time. You do not want to miss this live stream. We're gonna be live on YouTube and TikTok for that content, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Hey, that boy said Compton in the house. What's good, Compton? Good to see you over there on TikTok, man. Listen, YouTube, y'all look. I'm telling y'all. I'm feeling good this morning. I've been up too long. That's what it is. I've been up too long. Didn't go to sleep till late last night. Woke up early this morning. Ready for this show, man. I'm ready to get into it. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into the show, man. We're gonna break down Alabama versus Tennessee, and we're gonna do that, man. Y'all ready to do it? If you're ready, man, somebody say it. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game. Let's go.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back.
Oh, yo. So we getting into the show today, man. I want y'all to come in and by the way, man, once again, thank y'all for supporting today's content, man. If you are a super chatter, we're going to make sure we get the banner updated. Mary J, we just make sure that banner gets displayed today. I made sure to tell them while we were live the other day that I want to make sure that we give acknowledgement to our supporters, man, that donate, whether it's super chats, direct donations. If you don't see your name on that banner, please speak up publicly. Please speak up for your boy. I want you recognized as a supporter, someone that's going the extra mile to help. And I won't say this is a dream, but to help a vision come to pass here at the Coach Smook Network. So let's dive into the show, man. Let me get the phone line ready because I know y'all gonna be ready for today's show. Okay, there it is. All right, everything's set up, man. Everything's good. We good. Everybody's good. Everybody's hot. All right, listen, Alabama, Tennessee. Let's get into the breakdown, man. We did our history breakdown on Tuesday morning. Yesterday we did our keys, all of these things, and today I'm just going to finalize what I have to say towards this game. Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was scrolling on Twitter this morning, literally like 15-20 minutes before the show, and of course, you know, there's a few people live, man, and everybody, you know, they're still talking about what we were talking about Wednesday, injury reports and all of this stuff, and where, you know, I told y'all Jam Miller was probably like 50-60% a go if I had a say so, or if I had an opinion. My moderators, they got to get some other information. My AAA members on the channel, you'll be getting some information on the live stream tomorrow before a members only live before kickoff tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to release that information tomorrow. But the thing is right now is, and I feel like I got a buzz. I don't know. Maybe it's me. The thing is right now, Alabama right now doesn't have a depth issue. And if you want to call it an issue, I think it's just deciding which player you're going to roll out, because what they're seeing right now with the production, there have been some guys that have been under a really tight. They've been on a really tight leash. They've been under a microscope, so to say, to as far as their evaluation. You got guys that really need to click this year in order for them to realistically feel like they have a future at contributing at Alabama. You're talking about your red shirt sophomores, your juniors, your seniors, or red shirt seniors, guys that have an extra year eligibility, maybe one more, guys that are getting close to their eligibility expiring. They need to pop this year. And there's been a few names that we've seen over the past few weeks that are starting to emerge. You got the junior red shirt sophomore. Is Keon Keeley a red shirt sophomore or junior? I know this is his third year on campus, but guys that are rolling into that third year, they need to pop. You know, we said the same about Caden Proctor. We said the same about Wilkin Formby. All of these guys are starting to turn over, and if they're not turning that curve and showing that development, there's some young guys there today. I told you we came in with this 25 recruiting class, and I said there are about 9 or 10 day one ready guys, and most of them were off the offensive line, the D line, and the secondary. I felt like Lashier Brooks would be ready. I felt like Derek Meadows would have an opportunity to develop, right? But he's even proved that his development is ahead of time. What's up, Jackson? Good to see you in the chat over there, man. But yeah, so we look into it, we dive into it today. This game, we're going to see a lot of faces, and I told y'all schematically, man, this is a game that fits skill sets like Keon Keeley, Kelby Collins, right there on the interior of the defensive line. Let's talk defense. Alabama's defense versus Tennessee's offense. Who has the advantage in this game? All right, this is my final breakdown of it. Alabama's defense versus Tennessee's offense. Who has the advantage? When I look at this matchup, a lot of people love to highlight the numbers that Joey Aguilar and this offense and these receivers are putting up, right? And there's no taking away what this offense does at a high rate. They make explosive plays. They're going to throw the ball. Joey Aguilar, he's going to throw the ball. I think right now he's averaging 34 pass attempts a game or some crazy number like that. I think right now Ty Simpson's not even averaging 30 pass attempts a game. Let me pull up the stats real quick. I got to pull my notes back up. I thought I was gonna be able to do this off the hip, y'all. I thought I was gonna be able to shoot off the hip, but clearly I can't. I ain't got it like I used to, man. I be staying up too late. That's what it is. All right, here we go. So Joey Aguilar, passer mentality, gunslinger mentality. What's up, Jordan? Good to see you in the chat, my guy. Roll Tide, man. This is a game where his accuracy has to be the focal point. Decision making can be, here and there because you have the athletes on the perimeter that could save you, but your accuracy has to be on point. So if you make the wrong read, it has to be a ball that they can make a play on, right? It has to be a ball that they can make a play on. It has to be one of those situations where you threw it in tight coverage, double coverage, but the receiver can get back to it to make a play on it. It has to be one of those games. And we've seen him consistently make those type of plays. But what we've also seen is on the explosives, the deep pass attempts. Alabama has only given up 2 30-plus yard passes this season where the ball has traveled for more than 30 yards in the air. They've only given up 2. So one of the best pass defense efficiency defensive teams in the league, right, in the country right now, versus one of your most efficient passing offenses in the league. Aguilar right now with a 70% completion percentage overall for the season. That's impressive. I don't care. You look at the game, even against Georgia with his 2 interceptions, he still had a high completion percentage. Anytime you're towards that 64, 67% mark, that's a quality game, and you're throwing the ball 40 times in a game. That's a quality game. So let's pull up. I'm about to pull up Joey Aguilar's stats real quick because I do think their chance to win this game is to be efficient in the passing game. Right now, 65% completion, almost 1,700 yards on 182 attempts in 6 games? In 6 games. So yeah, this young man, they're going to allow him to pass the ball. Roughly 31 attempts a game is what he's averaging this season, right? And I look at the receivers, man. They have some sizable guys. Chris Brazil, who's probably going to be the big target that he targets this game, 6'5". You look at a game like this, man, you got to expect Dijon Lee. You have to expect Xavier Brown. You have to expect maybe and hopefully Cam Calhoun, some of our bigger corners that are disciplined in phase and coverage. Damani Jackson is a solid lockdown man corner to me. I know he's had a bad 2 weeks, and a lot of his struggles have been in run support and understanding, where his zone drops or reads may be going. But I think in any match or man scheme, I think he's pretty solid. I think that's where he's more comfortable at, which most corners want to do that. Most of your athletic corners want to do that. But I look at Alabama's defense versus the receivers. You're talking about Chris Brazil, 6'5", 200 pounds, and can stretch the field. He's not just a big body possession guy. He can get vertical on you. You look at I was talking about this young man earlier yesterday. The one that's kind of quietly wide receiver number 3 when you look at where he aligns on the field, the true freshman Braylon Staley. Yeah, he's quietly like wide receiver number 3. But really, he's the most efficient receiver for them. He's going to find the open spots. His route running is there. You're going to need a press corner on him in the slot. You're going to need to bracket him more so than worry about what you have over top with Brazil. I think our safety depth and how Keon Sabb and Bray Hubbard play the too high look, I think they play that really solid. There's going to be a lot to be asked from them. When I look at the edge, though, in this game, just the matchup in itself, I think Tennessee can give our secondary some problems if we don't have a pass rush up front. Now, has Tennessee's offense given up a lot of sacks this year? Against Georgia, they didn't give up any sacks, but who has Georgia pressured, right? Georgia was still able to force Aguilar into some bad situations just by getting pressure and getting a good push on the pocket. Now, if you haven't paid attention to Alabama's front, our D-line, the rotation, there's a certain personnel group that gets a better push than the others, right? You can tell where we're in a contained, run stopping style type of play calling mode, and you could tell when we're coming after quarterback. I think any offensive coordinator that's scouting Kane Womack right now, he can kind of gauge when he's getting pressure because of personnel. I can see it. I can see it as an analyst or a fan from the stands, right? I know that other coordinators at that collegiate level that have that experience can see it too. So when you bring out those personnel groupings, to me, the best way to disrupt Tennessee's offense this game for Alabama, don't try to disguise anything. Play it straight up. Play your even front, play your odd front, whatever you're gonna play. Play your odd front, keep 4 down, play it straight up. Keep your depths, keep everything in front of you. Play it straight up, hustle to the ball. Take opportunities when you put them in bad reads, when you get the bad throws, take advantage of them. But I think your best bet this game is to play it straight up, especially so you can be able to send your pressures. If you're showing pressure, go ahead and send it. Make them stop the pressure. Make him make the right read, right? And that's what I truly think that's where you get them at. When you try to mix them up, that's when you 2 or 3 possessions ahead, and you got them scrambling. You got them in for sure pass situations because they're trying to make up some ground. Right now you can mix it up, but to start the game off, Alabama's defense has to step up, right? Has to step up and take advantage early in the game. Some players that I expect to step up on the defense this game. We know Quay Rousseau's out. I think Yanzi Pierre has an opportunity to have a big game. They have a right tackle issue, kind of shaky there, kind of like our right tackle situation right now with Wilkin Formby. A lot of people have been dissatisfied with his performance. Going back and looking at the game this past weekend against Missouri, minus the 2 bad plays in the game, he has a solid game. He has a solid game. So, but you see with Michael Carroll, with his mistake, it wasn't as costly because Ty Simpson was able to get out of that situation. So we got to keep a good overview of that situation. But listening to our sources and going back to the interviews from earlier in the week, how Ryan Grubb and Coach Kalen DeBoer were kind of explaining the situation with playing time, I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Carroll is starting. And to be honest, last I was notified he is starting this weekend. So that's exciting to see. But also we're going to see our defense needs to attack their right tackle situation. Yanzi Pierre, I believe Justin Hill will have some opportunities this game. I truly believe Keon Keeley and LT Overton on the edge is going to be something that we're going to see, or Keon LT Overton and possibly James Smith in this game. He's been, coming off the edge as a big body with his frame and to be able to cover the ground he does laterally has been doing good, because now you can still stay. You can go 3-man front there. You can get smaller at the second level and have them hover around the line of scrimmage like you have been with Nakai Hill-Green, Deontay Lawson, and Justin Jefferson on the field at the same time, with one of those guys basically filling in as the wolf for that set and still having your 5 defensive backs. You got a better coverage situation with Justin Jefferson and Deontay Lawson on the field if you have them dropping into the hooks or the curl zones. All of these different aspects because of the personnel available up front and the defensive line. London Simmons is another player that I expect to have a huge game. His motor is going to give the interior of this offensive line, the best part of their offensive line, the most problems. Him and Tim Keenan, Asaya Fega. Hopefully we can see Steve Bowler get in that interior rotation for at least 4 or 5 reps. I think his power is something that you just got to have asserted in this game. You're at home. You want to seize momentum. If you're getting any type of push with your first 2 guys, Asaya Fega, Steve Bowler as a spell deep tackle nose tackle situation, getting a push on the interior, you're trying to clog up gaps. You got to give those 2 at least 1 or 2 reps. So London Simmons, though, I look for him to have a big game. Let's look at the secondary. This is where I think the challenge is going to be for this game, and we're going to see if these guys are really truly as good as their film shows and coverage for our secondary. I think they are, but I think they will be challenged this game. But I think if I look to a guy to have a big game in the secondary this game, we haven't seen a huge game from him yet, but I think he's been brewing for one, and it's going to be Xavier Brown. I think he steps up this game. Dijon Lee, I think, continues to build. I'm not saying he's not going to have a great game, and he continues to build and play that at a high level, right? I'm not going to be surprised at how good he plays, especially if they give him that Brazil matchup. I think that's a good matchup for him. A lot of people underestimate him because he's a freshman, but his IQ is way mature than what his age is. And another player performance I expect y'all to see this game, and I have good intel, y'all. When 9 touches the field, I think he and Dijon Lee is going to be hard to pull them off the field again. Cam Calhoun will get his opportunity this game. I believe Deshaun Jones may get the start. He may go out there first. Josh Heupel is going to target that slot corner. The moment we see 7 out of that slot corner, when we see that switch, I expect Cam Calhoun to be the first DB off of that rotation. And when he touches the field, we'll see why we went so hard to get him in the portal over there for Utah. Let's go to the offensive side. How does Alabama's offense win? I didn't decide who gets the edge in this game. I think Alabama's defense gets the edge. I think the crowd plays a huge part in it. Mary J, can you update that? Who gets the edge? Who gets the edge? Alabama's defense versus Tennessee's offense. I think right there, when you look at the matchups, we're able. Not like everybody. There's Tennessee allowed Georgia's secondary to give them fits at times in routes. Joey Aguilar was just trusting his receivers with a lot of 50-50 balls. If you go back and watch that game, Georgia's secondary, I never thought they were good. We proved that they weren't good when we played them in week 4, right? Week 4, whenever we saw them. We proved that. Our receivers had their way the whole game. The defensive line wasn't getting a push. I don't think we're the same makeup as Georgia. I don't like to compare our team to Georgia anymore. If I had to truly look at a previous opponent that Tennessee has played so far on their schedule, and I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be realistic. When I look at schematically teams that Tennessee have played on their schedule already, I look at Arkansas last week, Mississippi State the week before, Syracuse, not necessarily the same skill level, but what we do defensively and offensively, I look at those games to see and compare it, and just turn on the film from last week with Taylon Green and Arkansas against Tennessee's offense last week. Like, they were able to get pressure on Joey Aguilar. They were able to get pressure on him. Maybe not as many sacks as they should have got, but they were able to get pressure, right? And then the Arkansas secondary gave Tennessee's wide receivers some serious problems. And we're not talking about 4-star and 5-star guys in this Arkansas secondary that really, their turnover rate, Arkansas turnover rate is not near as high as ours. So I look at those games when I try to use a little bit of transitive property, which it has no bearings in college football. We know week in and week out, any given if it's Saturday, a different team can show up. But I look at this matchup, and I think Alabama's defense has the better chance. The front is a lot more athletic than what Tennessee has been able to see, and I've seen them struggle with less athletic fronts. I think we have better linebacker play. Their run game is not as explosive as it was last year. And then with Bishop being probable, and he's not 100%. I don't care if he is available. He's not 100%. I don't think he does enough in the run game to threaten us. Everybody's worried about our run containment. Well, if they're going to try to play 6-on-6 in the box and make the quarterback the guy to read, I trust my safeties coming up and playing that right now. Bray Hubbard did get shook out his boots once, right? Once. But he made up for it 3-4 times that game. So you might get that one-off play, but I think we've seen enough from the Prabula, from Pavio, from Gunner. I think we've seen enough from those to be able to contain this quarterback. I give the edge to Alabama's defense. Let's switch it to the other side. Alabama's offense versus Tennessee's defense. Now, this is where I think the game gets ugly. And I got to do this because I've been watching these other analysts try to give, and they did it with Missouri. They talked about how great Missouri's run game was, and Alabama literally went in and took their run game away from them. We pushed them 4 yards or almost 3 yards under their average coming into their game, going into the fourth quarter. We held them below their averages on their run game, right? We didn't take advantage on some scoring opportunities, but we played a complete game on the road against a good Missouri team and held them below their averages. We made them play our game, and that's how we won, right? I look at the matchup now, and shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I know I ain't acknowledged y'all. I'm trying to get done so I can open the phone line. Pressure is all you need. He has shown that he will give you the ball. Facts, Chris. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. My guy, Dougie, what's good to see you? Good to see you, Dougie. Good to see you, man. Hey, shout out to all the reactions on Facebook, too. Shout out to Mark Harvey and Rico Mitchell for reacting on Facebook, tapping in. And if you're on TikTok, tapping that screen, continue to tap that screen. Listen, we got O Tackle and Pierre will show up. Oh, facts. LT and Pierre. That's what Mr. Motivation said on TikTok. So I'm looking at it now, y'all. Tennessee versus Arkansas. 21-31 passing, 256 yards for Taylor Green and 2 touchdowns. No interceptions. The run game, Mike Washington Jr., who similar skill sets. If I had to compare him to the style of running back we have on our roster, Kevin Riley fits this style of running straight up. Kevin Riley. I even think Dre Washington could get an opportunity in this game, or AK Deer. Jam Miller is going to play. I think Jam Miller is going to play. I know they're saying he's out. If he dresses, he's going to play. They're going to utilize him. They're going to give him opportunities. He will be available. He will be available. But for this game, Kevin Riley, I think he can handle the load. Shout out to Chris for becoming a member on the YouTube channel, becoming a member of the AAA family. Y'all give it up for Chris in the chat, man. W's in the chat for our guy Chris, man. Appreciate you, man, for supporting the Coach Smook Network and becoming a member, man. Thank you for turning up with your boy, man. Somebody say, put me in the game, coach. Yes, sir. But, yeah, looking at the matchup. Hey, sugar. But I'm looking at the matchup, man. Tennessee's run defense hasn't been the best either. They've allowed a lot of explosives this season, even against Arkansas, 38-yarder. A 22-yarder and two 22-yarders they gave up in that game. You know, that boy got that wristband. Yes, sir. So I look at it, it's not like Alabama doesn't have explosive backs. I think it took some time for everything to gel together. And you needed Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley. You needed those guys to get some live reps. Jam Miller was down. We've kind of seen Richard Young kind of fade into the depth chart. With Jam being down, if he has an opportunity, this is the type of game we will see Richard Young break out. This is the type of game Kevin Riley can be explosive. This defense has struggled against far less talented offensive lines. Alabama's offensive line is with all this shuffling and the different personnel that we see, you're still seeing us be able to produce some of the higher efficiency stats on the offensive side. The pressure rate on Ty Simpson is one of the lowest in the country. Somebody made up this stat and said that Ty Simpson was one of the most pressured quarterbacks in the country. Not a fact. Actually, on pressures right now, PFF says on pressures, Alabama's defense only gave up 8 pressures against Missouri. That was Missouri's least amount of pressures in the season. 8 pressures they had 4 sacks. 2 of those sacks was on Ty Simpson. One was on Jam Miller and pass pro, and Wilkin Formby got beat. So our offensive line is really showing up against Georgia. Ty Simpson took sacks that he didn't have to take. And this is something that he has acknowledged, and it's not a teammate thing. When your offensive line is giving you 4 or 5 seconds, it's taking you 6 seconds to get sacked. That's not the O-line. You're literally running a pass play and you holding it behind the line of scrimmage for 6 seconds, taking lost yardage because you didn't throw it away. That's a quarterback thing, and I think he can fix that, especially at home. It's a different vibe at home. You know, you play with a better sense of you have a better feel for your surroundings. That's your field. You get to touch that field more often than you do when you're on the road, right? So you get a different feel. You feel pressure a different type of way, right? The crowd gives you a certain sense. Even when you zone out, you know, it's certain things that in the moment mind, happens in that moment. So yeah, that's where it is. That's where it is. And so I look at it there, the run game. I think our offensive line truly against this defensive front, they have a talented defensive front. They can get athletic and get to the quarterback. Tennessee's defense is I think they're leading in sacks in the SEC right now with 23 sacks. Most of their sacks, but I look at it again and I look at the schedule. I think they had 8 or 7 sacks first week against Syracuse. Then they turned around, had 6 sacks against Tennessee. A few sacks against Georgia. Like they built a lot of their stats early before conference play with Mississippi State and Arkansas. I don't know if they're as good as advertised, and they're dealing with some injuries in the secondary, right? We know how Alabama has been getting real funky with the extension in the run game, putting offensive linemen out in the flats, right? Quick screens, now screens to the offensive line. Like, we have a chance to really beat up on Tennessee's defense with this offensive line and how we utilize them, not just in pass pro or in run blocking, but even in the extension in the run game with all the different sets we're throwing at them. I wouldn't be surprised to see Will Sanders get a handoff this game. Number 70, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a handoff. I wouldn't be surprised if we run a double reverse pass to Parker Bradford or some crazy junk like that. I wouldn't be surprised, chat. Don't put it past Grubb, man. That dude on one this season. All right, let me look at the comments real quick before I finish off this Bama offense versus Tennessee. They upgraded him to probable. We talked about this Wednesday. I told you all Wednesday before practice was over that he was going to be available. I knew he would be available. If he dresses, they will play him. Some of top sacks on him holding just a little too long or even leaving the pocket when he didn't need to. Let's be real. We could have asked for him to play better for a first-year starter. Facts, Josh. And that's what I'm saying. Like, his accountability and awareness to know that's what's happening. That's what that's what happens with dual threat quarterbacks. I don't think it's uncommon for a dual threat. I don't think a dual threat quarterback has a good game unless he gets sacked at least once, right? Unless a bad sack is on him, right? You got to have one of those as a dual threat. Funny business, right? Funny business, but it's true. Michael Vick was a big proponent of it. He's the true definition of dual threat, right? And Vick was one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league. But nobody ever talked about that. Only thing you talked about was how crazy elusive he was when he did make the plays. Nobody talked about how bad his offensive line was. So I feel like dual threats have to take a sack because they're trying to keep a play alive. That's what they do. They create, right? So I'm not mad at it. It's not causing us to lose. Tennessee D-line have motors, though. I watched the film. Facts. They D-line, that front is that's what I was saying, Square Biz. Their front is probably the best part of their defense. Their linebackers aren't as disciplined as they were last year. And I think where we have the advantage against their defense is in that second, like being able to get a push with our line against that front, because they're only going to line 3 or 4 of them up. They're not going to give too much 4-man, especially if we go 10 personnel. I saw a lot of 10 personnel in practice Tuesday, right? I saw a lot of 10 personnel in practice Tuesday. Looking like Grubb trying to give Heupel a dose of his own medicine, making the box light, giving Ty an easier box to read when you spread the defense out like that with your 10 personnel, getting them on top of the numbers and in the numbers, right? Splitting the numbers and on top of the numbers. When you able to spread defenses out like that, like Tennessee does to everybody else, Ryan Grubb and Kalen DeBoer have similar sets like that, and we will use our tight ends. We'll go 11 personnel and go with that wide split set. So I ain't got it drawn in the board, but I was going to show y'all what I was talking about. But yeah, you absolutely right. The Tennessee D-line has a lot of them. Tennessee has the clear advantage on both lines of scrimmage. You think so? Last week was the first week they had the whole D-line back with Hobbs and Ma. I don't think they have the clear advantage. If you think their D-line clearly has the advantage over Alabama's offensive line, you haven't watched Alabama's O-line week in and week out. And this is an O-line that's rotating 7 to 8 guys. Week 1 versus Florida State, we gave up 4 sacks. right? Plenty of opportunities for big plays in that game. Ty Simpson averaged 3.8 seconds on pass dropbacks to release of the ball. Best pass pro of the top 10 quarterbacks in that week. Go to next week, same situation. Like, the offensive line has been getting better. I disagree with that comment there, but appreciate you for tapping in. They are actually better on D-line than you think. I don't think their D-line is trash. I never said their D-line was bad. I think this is going to be a short passing screen running game. If you keep hitting their pass rush with quick pass, they will get tired. If you've been watching Alabama, the run game is not necessarily handoffs for Ryan Grubb. It is not handoffs. And that's exactly what quick pass to me is when you're in your curl, slant, quick out, those type of situations. Not your now screens. That's not quick pass to me. That's extension of the run game. Not your jet sweeps, not your your jet passes. Those jet motion runs, those are extensions of the run game in my opinion. So yeah, but you're absolutely right. That's how you get them tired. What up, Hines? The scary thing is Ty's playing as well as he is and still has a lot of room to improve. And that's what people are starting to realize, man. Like this is a first year starting quarterback playing like a second year NFL veteran right now. Right? Hyper is going to throw the kitchen sink at us. You know who he is. They have to come out and start fast. Can we add the shuffle pass, please, for Smook? Hey, listen. You know what? They put me in the booth, we'll have it. We'll have it. Hey, nobody's denying that. But look at the opponents you have these sacks against. And I'm guessing you're a Tennessee fan. Sam, I can't see your username there. But I'm guessing you're a Tennessee fan. Look at who your big sack games were against. Syracuse. We see what Syracuse offensive line is doing right now in their league, right? Syracuse is your high sack game, right? Let me go back. I thought I had a chart with all your sacks. Let me see. Let me go back. I have it. I guess I got to pull the splits up. Let me pull the splits up here. I'm gonna pull the splits up so we can get the right sack number here. I thought I had a chart, man. Here we go. It's not it either. I gotta get a chart made. We'll bring it up for discussion. 26 sacks though. Which is impressive for Tennessee's defensive front. But I just look at the game film and I say you did it against Georgia's front. We were able to get home against Georgia a lot. Did we finish the plays in the backfield? I think Alabama missed 3 sacks in that game. We did it. If I had to say who was the better front defensive line, I'm giving it to Tennessee. The way that they get pressure, yes. But as far as how they play, who they played against, Tennessee has the strength of their schedule ahead of them. Tennessee has the strength of their schedule ahead of them. You still got to go see Oklahoma. Their offensive line looks good. You know, take Jackson Arnold out the game. They actually play a good game against a athletic Texas front, a talented Texas front. You still got Kentucky offensive line to go against next week after you play us. And don't let New Mexico State don't let New Mexico State do it to you, man. I'm telling you. I watched New Mexico State play the other day. Last week I think it was. Yeah, they got a staff down there. I tell you that. They got a staff down there. Whatever they doing to get these gyms down there, they might be a team. They might be like Texas Tech next year. New Mexico State. Florida, Vanderbilt. Yeah, I got a lot of fronts to play against to really see where y'all at. But I think y'all schedule was very favorable in padding those sack numbers. UAB, Eastern Tennessee, Syracuse, Arkansas last week. Not Arkansas, Mississippi State. We saw how that line struggled. They played. It still played y'all close, you know. So y'all can get pressure, but y'all can't stop the pass. And that leads to my point. When I look at the edge, I look at Alabama's offense and I look where the firepower is, where Alabama's offense is really thriving at, where nobody has been able to slow us down at. Even week 1 against Florida State and the loss. Our passing game with 6 drops still was a threat. And I look at Tennessee's secondary. You guys got it. You're missing 2 starters in the secondary. You're playing guys that got some experience. I understand. But this is not a secondary that's played strong all year. You allow Gunnar Stockton and that trash Georgia passing offense to have their way with y'all that game. And I went back and I watched it. Gunnar Stockton did the same thing Joey Aguilar did. Them 50-50 balls, you play against a decent secondary, it's not happening. Both secondaries played garbage that game. Both secondaries played garbage that Georgia-Tennessee game. And I mean, Gunnar Stockton had an efficient game. He had an efficient game. 23 of 31, 304. And y'all don't think Ty Simpson about to go and have his way with this defense? How many times did y'all get the Gunner? Let's see. How many times did Tennessee get the Gunner? 4? Hey, we give up 4 sacks. So we, if that's all you trying to do, we'll give up 4. We've been able to give up 4 with the last 2 weeks, and we handling business. You know, one ended up in a 14-point win, and the other one was a 3-point win on the road. So I think we right there. So I'm just saying. You can bring the pressure if you want to. My quarterback right now he's at a 63% completion percentage against pressure, with pressure in his face. The second highest in the country right now. I'm just saying. Advantage Alabama offense. Tennessee's defense, your secondary can't hold up. The quarterback, and that's what leads me to my final conclusion. We're going to open the phone lines here in 3 minutes. My final conclusion for this game, Alabama versus Tennessee, my finale for it, right? When I look at it just from a schematic standpoint, Josh Heupel, I truly believe they're going to be able to score, right? I do believe Tennessee's offense is going to be able to score, but it's going to come at a cost. You're going to have to be extra aggressive to stay in this game because your defense will not be able to stop our offense. I think Ty may slip up and get aggressive. We might see another game where he might have a turnover, being overconfident. He might early in the game, right? Maybe see something too early or see it late, pull it, just being too excited, knowing the moment is there. But that's excusable, right? That's excusable. But this is an opportunistic game, and when I say opportunistic, I'm talking about the way that Tennessee throws the ball with Joey Aguilar, the way the offensive line is struggling to keep him clean the last 2 weeks against the last 2 opponents. I think Alabama's defense is trending in the right direction. Tennessee's offensive line kind of showed who they were. We still don't know what Alabama's defensive line is. I think we're seeing what our linebackers are, and we're not sure about our secondary in every spot. We know where some guys are. We know where we're getting our consistency from. We're trying to fill in a few spots. Is this the right game to find out who it is? Yes, we're going to find out this game. It's going to either be really good or really bad. But now when I look at the questions for Bama's defense and Tennessee's offense, I like the answers I have for Bama's defense. I don't like the questions I have for Tennessee's offense. And then the vice versa for Alabama's offense. Can we pass the ball? Can they pass the ball against this defense? Tennessee has allowed everybody else to pass the ball. What's kept Tennessee in games and winning is their offense being able to do the same thing. And I just don't think they're going to be able to do it against this defense. I think our offense will be able to throw the ball against their defense. And because they're going to have to try to get out of that man look that they try to stay in if they want to try to win this game, we'll be able to run the ball too on the interior. Alabama has one of the most effective interior run games right now for the past 4 weeks in this season. Jam Miller being out may affect the volume, but yard per carry average will be around that 3.7 to 4.1 yard per carry average that Alabama's targeting for a game in and game out. And that to me leads to a victory. Alabama. Let's go Alabama. Whew. We're at home this week. We dropped 30 against a decent Vanderbilt team, a decent Vanderbilt defense. I really didn't think of a final score because I think Tennessee is going to score. I think Tennessee is going to score like 24. I think Tennessee might score 24. What's the over under on this game? Let me go look at Vegas. I'm gonna look at Vegas real quick, and I'm gonna pull up the graphic for ESPN too, y'all. Let me pull up the ESPN graphic. Let's get that involved in the show. I ain't had no B-roll going for y'all this whole time. Y'all just looking at my little ugly face being bored. 72% saying Alabama, 27% saying Tennessee. Matchup predictor. Let me share this for y'all. You think this will be a one-score game? Whoever has it last, I think you're tripping. You're underestimating Alabama's defense and giving Tennessee's offense way too much credit. Tennessee is not like an explosive, efficient offense. Have you watched their offense? They give defenses opportunities in the pass game, and Alabama's forcing is one of the higher turnover rate teams in the country. As a matter of fact, turnover rate right now we're leading in the turnover margin. I'm just saying. All right, we got it fixed. Let me look at this. The over under is 58. So if I'm giving Tennessee 28 over 58 at home, you're not keeping Bama under 40 at home with that defense. So I'm gonna go Bama 42, Tennessee 28. Bama 42, Tennessee 28. Yeah, Bama 42, Tennessee 28. 70 total. I think it's that type of game. Might be some early scoring, 24-21 type halftime. Alabama come out third quarter. Defense gets a stop. Forces a turnover. Scores. Turnover on down, score. Tennessee pushes the ball, score. Alabama finishes the game into the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter with two scoring drives to make it 42-28. 42-28 Bama. 42-28 Bama. That's what I'm going with. That's what Coach Smook going with. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the phone lines, but before we get to the open the phone lines, y'all, we're gonna get into our little first infomercial break. If you're not a member of the AAA family, man, y'all take advantage of this opportunity, fam. We growing as y'all seen. We got a new member this morning. Take our opportunity and support your boys, support the content and the growth of the network, man. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll be right back after this message. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just feeling sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, chat. We got our first call on the line. Let's see it. Hold on. Oh, wait. I got signed out. All right, phone line's open now. Okay, that's what happened. We got signed out. I don't know how we got signed. Oh, password change. Okay, that's on me, chat. Go ahead. Phone line is open now. Tap in 334-625-1121. Say your name and put me in the game, coach, and you could get on the phone line. Here on the Coach Smook live call-in show. So if you just called in, you could try to call back in now. 512 is the first call on the line. Let's see.
Call from
Phone line is open now.
Swag.
625-11. Yo, Swag. What's good, man? You in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, my guy.
Morning, Hans. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Good. Glad to be here. Glad to be talking some Bama football, man. What about yourself? Talk to me, brother.
Man, I feel good. I'm pretty fired up about this game. When's the last time you can think of where third Saturday in October was a nighttime kickoff in Bryant-Denny Stadium with both teams ranked inside the top 15?
Come on, man.
When's the last time that happened, bro? I'm so excited for this game.
I want to say I want to say maybe in Bryant-Denny. Last year was in Neely.
Yeah.
Were they even ranked last year? They were ranked. They were ranked last year when we played.
They were ranked. They were ranked. Yeah.
Dang, man.
But
I can't remember
like
the last one in
nighttime
Bryant-Denny.
kickoff, and man, it's been a minute.
Yeah. I can't even think.
Been a minute.
I can't even think. Dang, that's crazy. Somebody, Zach, find that for us and see if we can get some information on that. But talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this game this weekend? How do you see it going? What's your thoughts, man? Talk to us.
So I want to talk about Tennessee's defense because I've been hearing some outlandish things being said about Tennessee's defense. I think it's absolutely insane. Their defense is not good. I don't understand where people are getting this idea that their defense is somehow good. They have a good pass rush, and that's about it. But they sack the quarterback and they rush the passer very well. But how many rushing yards a game are they giving up? Like, they're not good at stopping. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. All they can do is rush the quarterback. So I don't understand how people are saying this defense is any good at all, in my opinion. That's just me.
And they're giving so much credit to Tennessee's pass rush as if Alabama's pass protection hasn't been the best in the country. Like,
yeah, it's been good.
Like we're not giving up a high pressure rate right now. Alabama's pressure rate is one of the lowest in the country, averaging 2.2 sacks a game. Giving up 2.2 sacks a game is not bad when out of those two sacks in the game, 2 of them are on your quarterback. Out of those 4 sacks, 2 of them are on your quarterback. The last 8 sacks, 5 of them have been quarterback error.
Yeah.
Four opportunities to throw it away. One time you didn't leave the pocket when you were supposed to against Vanderbilt and take the yards with your legs. Right? Like those 5. So those 5 decisions by the quarterback is what allows those media people to believe that hype against Bama's Tennessee's defensive front versus Bama's offensive line. I just don't see the numbers playing out for Tennessee like every other opponent we've seen. Everybody's coming to the game against this Bama team with some crazy average compared to our weaknesses, right? On both sides of the ball, and that's been the difference in the game. Alabama's been able to expose that their weakness is just as good as everybody else's strengths.
Yeah. I mean, like, to me, at least if we're talking about Bama's offense being on the field and Tennessee's defense being on the field, that is a huge like mismatch for Tennessee's defense. Like it's a huge matchup advantage to Alabama because Tennessee likes to run a lot of man coverage and get after the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I know Tennessee's better than Wisconsin, but ask Wisconsin how that worked out for them.
Come on, man.
You know,
Like,
how'd that work out? I asked Georgia how that worked out. They tried that in the first half of that game. It didn't work out too well for them. You know, like, and that's what they like to do on defense. That's their bread and butter: man coverage and get after the quarterbacks. But when you start rushing the quarterback like crazy like that, what's the best thing you can do to prevent that? Turn around and hand the ball off to your running back.
People don't really
And
realize
Tennessee's defense can't stop the run.
they can't. And that's the thing I keep telling everybody. Your pass rush may be good. We saw what happened when Alabama had a crazy pass rush in 2021. The people still gashed us in the run game. We had Will Sanders and Dallas Turner and Braswell and those guys in the pass rush. People ran the ball on us. Tennessee ran the ball on us when we had a crazy pass rush.
Yep.
So why is that getting so much attention now? And Swag, I'm glad you said it, because when I said this the other day about attacking that defense, Alabama's offense is probably more poised to sustain a 4-quarter offensive attack against Tennessee's defense than Georgia was, right? And you saw what Georgia was able to do in the come from behind win. And then I look at how Missouri was able to contain our defense at points in the game on the road. They have Missouri has one of the oldest defenses in the country right now. They have veteran players. They have a quality. They got 2 or 3 NFL caliber players on that defense this season.
Oh yeah, and especially out there on the edge.
At the edge, right? We've seen Alabama's offensive line handle some athletic edge rushers already this season. This is the thing. I don't know why Tennessee wants to give all this padded credit to this defensive front against these teams that were dropping back 40 plus times. You're not going to get that from Alabama. Even before Jam Miller came back, we showed that we were willing to run the ball. Talking about 25 plus carries a game. You're going to have to contain the run. And it's not like we don't get explosives in our limited run game without Jam Miller. We get explosives.
Yeah, I mean,
we just went away from it. So I don't know, man. I'm with you. I don't get it. I like the D line, but I don't think they're great. I don't think that they make the defense better. They don't.
I think if you go back and you watch Tennessee, Georgia did literally whatever they wanted to do on offense. Whatever they wanted to do. They wanted to run the ball, they could run the ball. They wanted to throw the ball, they could throw the ball. Tennessee literally had no answer to stop Georgia's offense. None. Zero. And Georgia's offense ain't even that good.
Georgia is man, Mike Bobo got credit for calling a good game against Tennessee. Come on, man. Mike Bobo.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Like, let's be serious. We're literally right now. What's happening right now? This is what's happening, Swag, in this moment that we're living in right now. And I'm gonna put on some sad music real quick. What's happening right now? And in this moment is that we have Tennessee fans on this hypo train, right?
Yeah.
Because they had this crazy good offensive coordinator coach. Kind of like they had with, you remember the other one they had? He ended up coming and coaching for us. Do you remember his name, brother? Do you remember his name?
I don't know.
I want to say it was maybe Lane Kiffin.
Oh, no. Lane Kiffin. There you go.
Yeah. And then I mean we got him and he researched, but they thought they had something with Lane, you know. And you got to win over Saban. You know, you got us last year at home. Whoop-de-doo. But
yeah,
I don't really think y'all have been exposed until this week. And it's going to show up in the trenches. I think our D-line is hearing the same thing that everybody else is saying about their D-line. And nobody's paying attention to how the struggles of that offensive line and our defensive line growth. Like, London Simmons is going to be a problem for that interior. And I like our edges against anybody right now. I like LT Overton against anybody right now. The way that Yanzi Pierre is showing up, looking like his cousin Courtney Upshaw coming off the edge, man. If y'all listen, chat, Courtney Upshaw has returned to Alabama in the form of Yanzi Pierre. And we're seeing the very early stages of it. Beware. College football. But Swag, last minute, man. Your thoughts on the game, final score prediction, MVPs, all that stuff.
I think score prediction, I'm going to say 38-24. I think Tennessee will be able to score. They like to run a lot of those wide splits that are really difficult to defend. So they'll score some points, but I think Bama will win 38-24. I think Ty Simpson balls out in this game, man. I think he has an absolute field day against this secondary, especially if they want to come out there and play all that man coverage. So I'm going to go Ty Simpson on offense, offensive MVP. On defense, I'm going to go Justin Jefferson.
38-24. I'm trying to type them. We got this new thing on the app, y'all, on the stream, y'all. You said Ty Simpson offensive MVP, Justin Jefferson defensive MVP. You know what? Yep. I don't think Justin Jefferson is an X factor. I'm gonna give you an extra minute. Give me your thoughts on this. I think for this game, the X factor is going to be Keon Sabb. Because
sure,
I don't think the linebacker is going to have to contain as much run flat coverage type stuff, hook flat. Like I don't think they're going to be thrown in those situations. If I know Kane Womack to be who Kane Womack is, and he's probably going to try to come out with that 3-man front to mix up the defensive front look early in the game. If he has any type of success with that, it's because those linebackers are allowed to flow underneath. So that's going to be a lot on Sabb to come and play a lot of the middle read, a lot of the hook curl area underneath in that robber technique. I think he's going to have a chance to be the big game. Now, I'm not saying Jefferson not going to be thrown out there to in a lot of coverage situations. He's our best cover linebacker right now. But I do believe we'll see more of those, especially when they do they motions. I think Sabb will get thrown into a lot of those underneath concepts, and Bray Hubbard to be able to hover over top a lot.
So I say Justin Jefferson simply because he's our strongest tackler. He makes tackles, he wraps up, and he rarely misses tackles. I think with Tennessee's offense, how explosive they can be, especially when they run those wide stacks like that, I think tackling in open field is going to be huge, and I think Justin Jefferson will be able to make some tackles that will probably save Alabama, 30, 40 yards.
Yeah.
So I think he'll come up big in that regard.
I would love.
You never know. He may get a pick too. They like to throw the ball across the middle.
With a lot of that bail out of the double mug that he man. If we're gonna do that, I like the way Womack runs it. I like the way that we run like a roll cover one type look from the strong side, out of that double mug. But I don't want to see Nakai Hill Green dropping in that situation. If you want, get him on the field, put his hand in the dirt, but let Kirkpatrick or somebody come and play off that edge and get into that drop, into that hook curl, or if you're going hard flats, whichever way, let one of those guys get there. I think you get the same type of run fit production, and you get better coverage as far as your drop backs and being able to play that ball on those quick dump offs, man. That's what I feel, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, so you said 38-24. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see who this is calling from Dallas. Hello? Yes. So, hold on. Say it again. Say it again.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, this is Mark with National Injury Assist. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Mark?
I am here.
Hey, hold on. Before you continue. Hey, hold on. Mark, we live right now on my call-in show on YouTube. Tell these people your name, where you from, and why you keep calling my phone trying to scam me, bro. He hung up, chat. He hung up. Chat. That's how I do telemarketers, man. I like to have conversations with these people, man. Y'all got to.
Now you know that dude's name ain't Mark.
I know. Hello, my name is Mark. You know, come on, man. Stop playing with me. Hey, y'all know how y'all come to the Coach Smook Morning Show. Y'all, where else y'all gonna get that, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Mark ain't gonna call my phone again. You know what I'm saying? Roll Tide. But yeah, 38-24 final score. Justin Jefferson, defensive MVP, offensive MVP, Ty Simpson. Swag, appreciate you for calling in, man, and Roll Tide, my guy.
Of course. Roll Tide, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got another call on the line, 850.
Call from
AT.
Yo, you in the game with Coach Smook. What's your name, brother?
Big T.
Big T is in the chat. Is this Tennessee fan, Big T?
The one and only, baby.
All right, look, we got Big T in the chat, y'all. Y'all give it up for the Vols fan, man. We got to give it up for the Vols fan. Listen, hey, we usually don't have this, so this is very a moment, man. So let's give it up for the Vols fans in the chat. Hold on, let me give you an ovation real quick, y'all. Give it up for the Vols fan on the phone line, y'all. All right, man. What's your thoughts, man?
You a real one like me? I don't care. Alabama, Georgia, none of them. I'm getting on all the calls. Nah, look, listen. It's gonna be. Oh Jesus, it'll probably be a good game. Like you said, the defense might not hold up. I think we do got a good D line. I think we'll get good pressure, but that secondary, that shit fraudulent. I just want to go back. I did like what you said about the stat shit with the sacks. Because last year, Nico did the same thing with all his passing touchdowns when he played, North Carolina State.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been one of Rudy Poo's, then another team. Then we got the conference play. And then you really seen how he was. So the same thing could be kind of applied with the passing, the rush deep with the sacks. So I understand. I think we at least get maybe 1.5. Maybe 2 sacks. But y'all balling over this.
Man, you know what I like to look at, and I'm glad you said that about last year, because the same could be said for every team. There are certain things that you allow to be put out in game film, every game, right? Tennessee game, y'all, Tennessee, East Tennessee State. Tennessee goes out there, runs page half, not one, but page half of their offensive playbook, and able to put up 72 points. And you look at it, everybody was able to get stats. It wasn't just Aguilar throwing the ball. You had your second, third string quarterback, whatever. You had freshmen coming in doing things. People don't look at how the beginning of the game started. Aguilar struggled to make some reads in that game early against East Tennessee State.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he struggled to make some reads early in that game. He went 23-31. He only had 2 passing touchdowns in that game before he was taken out. That wasn't necessarily the passing game being great. Go look at the highlights from that game. Brazil, Mikey Matthews, they just dogged. They were the better guys out there. Then you go to the Georgia game. You couldn't do the same thing against Georgia. And this defense wasn't even the thing. Your defense couldn't stop their offense.
Yeah.
And then I look at the UAB game. UAB almost lost to Alabama State week 1, a swag school. I mean, and I the quarterback Andrew Body, shout out to him, man. If he hit the portal, Alabama State, I'm sorry, we're going to get him. I'm advocating for Alabama. We're going to get him. I don't care. Wherever he go, I'm on my boy. But Andrew,
Andrew is a baller, no lie.
Yeah, but Andrew Body went crazy against UAB's defense with Alabama State players and offensive line. Like, come on, man. Same thing, Mississippi State. Who has Mississippi State's defense actually stopped? Who has Arkansas actually stopped? I
can attest as a resident Tennessee fan, we didn't beat Arkansas last 4 times we played them. So just us beating them was like kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we finally beat Arkansas with Bobby Petrino.
Yeah.
And even though it was close, I give you that. It was. But we always struggle with them.
Arkansas not a bad team. You look at the roster, they got a bad team.
No, and that's what people don't understand. Arkansas under Sam was different. It was trash. But with Bobby, they're good. We're good on offense. They're a sneaky good team with Bobby Petrino. Now, Mississippi State, that was just, man, listen, look, sometimes you just get that trap game where you're going to struggle with a Rudy Pool, which I think Mississippi State should have been ranked after they beat Arizona State. But that's just me, though. I think they
Mississippi
do
State
play.
is in the same boat as Arkansas. Two teams that just caught up in a veteran conference right now. The Mississippi State, they have a veteran quarterback, but young assets around them. Offensive line has got some spots where they got to be young at right now. Same thing with Arkansas. Taylon Green is a veteran guy now. He got veteran assets on the defensive side. Just too many young assets, and they not figuring it out in those big moments. You're talking about one possession loss to you all, 2 weeks ago in overtime, Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Right. And then I think last week, I think they lost the one possession game too.
Yeah. Nah, they're a pretty good team. Jeff Libby got their program in the right direction. He just got to get his players just like I think Arkansas did with Bobby Petrino.
They got screwed by A&M. I'm sorry. I lied, y'all. They got screwed by A&M. I thought they
What was the scope?
Nobody talk about it. 31-9. 31. They got look. What Kevin Hart said on that little clip when he asked Buddy how old he was like, I'm 65. He said, damn. He said, yeah. That's what I said when I looked at that score, man. That's why. But yeah, man, I just don't. If we was in Neyland this year, I got different vibes. It's a closer game in my eyes. The environment matches up. You're able to rattle us in certain spots because of what we want to play safe and do. But we at home. Ryan Grubb gets real freaky in a good way when we at home. We saw it. I mean, he get real. And Heupel is going to have to. You can't expect him to be able to get the play call in like he does at home. Tennessee has had a great run at home, right? They've been playing some solid ball at home. They have to come on the road and try to do everything that they've been doing against everybody. They opened the playbook against Georgia. Did they not? They had to win their game.
They did, and
they were at home.
But I think we'll be okay because we played at Mississippi State, which is a dangerous environment to play in the SEC, especially for come on, bro. Look, especially for Joey Aguilar, bro.
Real quick, Mississippi State.
Go ahead, bro.
The refs took that game from Mississippi State. I'm gonna say it. The refs took it from them. Got quiet. Why you get quiet? What happened?
Oh, my fault. Look, I had to put my beats on.
Okay.
Nah, man, listen, stop that shit. The game, they take the game from me. Stop that.
The refs, man. The refs. Tennessee always paying refs. It's ever since the Philip Fulmer days, man. Y'all been paying the refs off. Well, guess what? You're in T-Town this weekend. You're in T-Town this weekend, brother.
You want me to be a fan? Man, listen, we don't pay refs, okay? We don't wear black and red. Whoa. We don't pay refs.
Wait.
We win football.
Was that a Georgia shot?
Yes.
Dang.
Hey, they pay the refs for real.
Hey, yeah, they really do. They really do. Kirby had a brown paper bag sitting in
Come on, man.
Locker room.
How you say somebody simulated snap count and you trying to take it? Come on, bro. What are we doing?
Man.
How is a safety clapping fucking up your snap count?
Bro, let me tell you, last week versus Auburn, even though that was in Jordan here, Kirby paid good money for that call. I hate Auburn. I hate Auburn more than I hate Tennessee. I'm one of those Bama fans. I deal with more dumb Auburn fans than I do with dumb Tennessee fans. Most Tennessee fans I deal with and engage with, they talk good football. They don't really talk trash when they got big problem seasons. Like I haven't had to deal with them for most of my lifespan since the 90s. Early 90s, I didn't really get into college football talk much. But like when I was like 10, 11 years old, Tennessee was nobody. So I ain't got no hate towards Tennessee. I didn't really experience the former era and all the sanction. I didn't really get to understand it at the age I was, and now looking back at it, I know how bad it is, but I didn't deal with Tennessee fans. I dealt with Auburn fans though between 2001 and 2006.
That was when they had Cadillac.
Man, when they went on a 6-year streak on us, what don't man, trauma. Oh,
He said trauma.
help.
Cadillac Williams down the sideline.
Hey, Ronnie Brown. Running over Rolando. Oh. Man, they beat us. They beat us with Cam Newton 2010, or was that 2009? That one too. So like that's why I got more hate towards Auburn. I've never had a Tennessee situation up until last year or 2 years ago. What the
y'all was whooping our ass before 22.
20 was it 22? What was the first one against Saban?
Oh, that was Hendon. That was when Jalen Hyatt went for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that one. That's the one that hit me personal because I was living in Virginia, and my Uncle Steve. Shout out to you, Uncle Steve. But hey, Tennessee this week, Tennessee, because when that jump was happening, I couldn't even get no text from him when the food was ready for me to drive an hour to his crib. But when that was happening, we got another one. He gone again. Number 3. My uncle was on my head. So yeah, I got a little bit more recent fluff towards Tennessee, but historically I don't. So, but give me your final score for this game.
Okay.
Give me your final score, and I want everybody to know the Big T. He's going to be he's tapping in today. He's going to be playing against our community member Zay. And I'm gonna be coaching Zay while he playing for Tennessee, and we're gonna give out a live game simulation. So, Big T, take it away, man. What's your thoughts?
All right, so look, listen. Playing this Tuscaloosa, they feel like 22, bro. I say 52-49.
52-49?
Nah, I'm playing. 20. Shit.
Our defense ain't that bad. Like y'all see, okay. The only way it would get that hot is if we just had like a crazy diabolical breakdown in the secondary. Kind of like I did last night on NCAA. If y'all watched my TikTok stream last night, erase that from y'all mind. That was not me for real. That was AI Smook. I don't know what was going on with the game. I don't know what that wasn't me. So, but nah, give me a score, man. I went 42-28. That's my final score prediction. 42-28. I think that's one of those predictions that's like a game. I see a 24-21 or 21-17 type of half, and then a score third quarter or turnover score for Bama, then a score for Tennessee to try to get back in, and then Alabama just separates after that. That to me, I'm gonna have to adjust mine. I think Bama gets closer to 50 this game. Tennessee's defense is bad on the back end, man. I'm thinking about some of the plays against Georgia that Gunnar Stockton missed. Syracuse early in the season, how they jumped out and was able to put up some points. Arkansas last week, and they don't even have near the type of passing game we have. And y'all gave up 31 to Arkansas at home. I'm thinking Bama.
When you talk about Arkansas, you gotta put some like context behind it though. It's not even that they're a good team. We just struggle with Arkansas. Everybody has that team they struggle with. Like Alabama when they play Auburn in Jordan Hare, they're gonna struggle.
And
Georgia when they play Auburn.
The last 20 years, we don't struggle with Tennessee. So for that reason, I want you to consider your score prediction. Go ahead.
Okay, look, it's going to be a 24-17 half. Alabama up at the half. Okay. They'll probably pull away in the third. It's probably right before the 5-minute mark in the third, probably 7-minute mark in the third. It'll probably be 48. 35.
48-35?
Yeah.
48-35.
No, 49.
48-35.
40.
Put a stamp on it. Put a stamp on it. I want to hear this. I'm about, my finger on the clip button, right? Hey, phone line will be open in 2 minutes, chat. I know I see people calling in. call in phone line is open in 2 minutes. We ending this call with Big T. I gotta get this on clip. I got one hand holding my water bottle. And
it's gonna be 49-35.
Huh?
It's gonna be 49-35 Tennessee.
All right.
You ain't gonna clip. You ain't gonna clip.
Okay. I got you.
And,
right.
hey,
I
look,
like that. I
tell
like
your boy.
that. It
tell your
makes
boy,
it
look,
even
he
better.
can get
49-20.
Look, he can get Sark. He can get Kirby. All that shit. We whooping Zay today, bro.
What was it? 49 what?
49-35 Tennessee.
49-35 Tennessee. Thank you for calling, Big T, and we'll be seeing you today at 11:30 Central Standard. No, we're gonna move to 12:30. Let's just move to noon. Noon good for you, Central Standard Time?
Yes, sir. Yes,
noon
sir. I'll be
Central
here all
Standard
day.
Time. Chat. We'll be live. We'll have Zay versus Big T for the Alabama versus Tennessee live game simulation here on the Coach Smook Network. All right, catch up with you later, Big T. Take it easy, brother.
Yes, sir. You too.
Yes, sir. Next call on the line.
Call from Zach Willie. To accept.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to us, man.
What's good, Coach?
Hey, Zach, it's mother freaking Friday, man. You know what's good. You know what time it is, Zach. Stop playing, bro. The Dalton, hold on, Zach. I got a lot of people tapping in on TikTok right now. I gotta acknowledge all these gifts and stuff. We got Alabama fan in the chat. Roll Tide Alabama fan. We got Jay the Real in the chat. Roll Tide, Jay the Real. Cartavius says, shout out to my dog, Yanzi Pierre from Eufaula. Yes, sir. That boy Eufaula grown them Upshaws, man. That's that family down there, bro. They deep down there. I had Upshaws from Eufaula going to Russell County. You know, they related to Courtney. So, yeah, man. So, shout out to all y'all tapping in on that TikTok side, man. Continue to tap that screen. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the gifts. We got 83 total gifts on the stream already on TikTok. And then YouTube, y'all got to continue running likes up. We got too many people in here watching, not enough likes. 47 in the chat right now, 25 likes. Thank y'all for the 25 likes, man. Hitting the 25 like goal. Let's get up to 50. We got another hour of the show. Let's get up to 50. Zach, talk to him, man. Tell me what your thoughts is on this game, man.
Man, Big T, I'm sorry, but y'all ain't putting no 49 points on Bama's defense. I'm sorry. I hate to tell y'all that. Y'all be lucky to get 17 on this defense Saturday. The way we play at home, I don't see y'all getting more than 17 points.
Hold on, hold on. I gotta give Zach a sorry. Whoa. Y'all, Zach has been, my score predictions have been off, right? My score predictions have been off, but my mode and how the game play goes has been accurate. That boy Zach, your score predictions been within like 3 points the last 2 weeks. Like, I know last week was off. We expected we should have beat Missouri worse than what we did. I do agree with the Missouri fan base, but we had an opportunity to have. I think you said 34-21 last week. I forget your score prediction. It was like 37-21, something like that. It was 30 something. We 2 possession victory. We should have won by at least 2 possessions.
Right.
What's your reasoning behind this, Zach? Like, y'all listen to the guru, man. I don't know what it is. I got this weird energy with Bama and predicting these scores, man. What's your thoughts behind it, Zach? Talk to us.
Yeah. They low down. They dirty. They cheating scandals. And we got to get our get back from last year, because we left 42 points off the board last year. So I believe we're going to get those 42 points at home and put them on the board this year.
Cause they low down, they dirty, they don't smell good. Oh man, Oh, Zach, you got
And
me with that one, man. Oh, man, I was ready for some in-depth analysis, man. Jay the Real said you funny as hell, man. Oh, Jay, that boy took me out with that one, chat. They some snitches. That's what it is, Sam. They some snitches. Oh, my God, man. I just don't like them. The color, the throw up orange, the color of the jersey, I can't stand it. The stadium
no,
look like a construction worker. What is that? Garbage truck worker convention. Oh man, Zach, you got me with that one, man. Oh Lord, okay. But nah, go ahead, Zach. I'm gonna take a break. You got it right now, man. You done stole the show, man. Go ahead, Zach.
but no, in all seriousness, I just, with the way from what I've seen from Tennessee secondary, I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with our wide receivers, and I see us putting up some big points on the board this week. I think our offensive line holds up better this game than we did last week at Missouri. I think a lot of the issues we had at Missouri was due to us playing on the road, and having that anxiety, and nervousness being on the road. So we was a little antsy. And our defense this year, I believe our defense is going to step up and have a more dominant performance this year. Because last year, we started out the game great. We had like 3 or 4 interceptions in the first half, against this offense last year. And I just think with how aggressive Josh Heupel's going to have to call this offense to try to win the game, it's just going to open more opportunities for our defense, especially our secondary, to just make big plays. So I believe we win big this game. I just have that feeling.
Facts. And y'all can see the new feature on the screen, man. If you want your picture up while you're on the call-in line, we got this the banner set up so your picture can be above your banner. If y'all been wondering who that guy is that's on the phone, that's my guy Zach right here, man. Represent Coach Smook Network during the Alabama versus Vanderbilt game, man. Came out there, pulled some camera work for the network, and then was out there. He don't know it, man. I was promoting his personality, man. Him being a personality for the team and becoming a personality for the Bama fan base. A lot of people laughed at Roll Tide Willie. And Zach's, man, we done dealt with the hecklers and all that stuff. But if you really listen to Zach and his knowledge around Alabama football and some of his analysis going into the game, he knows what he's talking about. And if you want to find some history, you want to get some reference, he may not know it verbatim, but he knows where to reference and will get us the information. So shout out to my boy Zach with his score prediction and everything today. Did you give us your MVPs for the game?
Not yet. I believe on offense, I have to give it. I'm going to give it to, I believe, our offensive line. And I give it to our whole offensive line because they're going to have to step up and control the pace of the game, or set the pace of the game, Right. Then on defense, I gotta agree with you, Keon Sad. This was the game that he broke his foot in last year, and it cost him the season. I think this is going to be his get back game, and I think he's going to come out and have a big game Saturday.
Facts. My boy Zach. And what's your final score again? Give it to us so I could put it in these notes in the back. We got the score predictions in the back now. So we're gonna make a whole little banner with all the score predictions at the end of the stream.
Okay. My final score prediction is gonna be Bama 49, Tennessee 17.
Okay. Bama 49, Tennessee 17. All right. That's a tough score. That's a dominant game by Bama. And I do believe that Joey Aguilar is the type of quarterback that will take everything that Tennessee has been doing good this season and crap the bed in a big moment like this. He gives me the same vibes that you get from Joey G. What was the quarterback Tennessee had a few years ago? He started off the same way. Excuse me, chat.
Joe Milton.
Garrett.
Is it Joe Milton?
No, not Joe Milton.
Yeah, Garetano. Yeah.
Same type of energy that Joey Aguilar brings. Gunslinger mentality. You didn't trust him. He wasn't trusted in as a starter before, and then he kind of matured and he got a kind of fresh start the following season at Tennessee after he won a quarterback battle, and he played consistent until he had to play against Alabama. And it's something about the third Saturday in October. It's something about their rivalry game that pulls out the worst in Tennessee quarterbacks that aren't prepared for the moment. I don't know if Joey Aguilar is a big-time quarterback. He wasn't able to be big-time against Georgia at home. I don't think he's going to be able to show up on the road against Alabama. That's just my personal opinion. So, Zach, 49-17. Swag had Bama 38-24. And Big T had Tennessee 49, Bama 35. Okay. I like these score predictions. All right, Zach. Well, appreciate you. You got anything else for us before we get out of here? You know you owe everybody something. They waiting on it.
We ready.
Mm-hmm.
We ready. We ready for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We ready.
What?
Tennessee,
What?
'cause you low down, dirty, cheating, stinky scoundrels. We ready to put belt to ass and run you out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Roll, Tide, roll, 'cause we ready.
What? What?
We ready.
What? What?
We ready.
What?
For y'all.
Let's go. Let's go, y'all. All right, facts, Zach. Roll Tide, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to Zach for calling in again, man. Y'all know, man, every week we have to get my boy on, man. Every week. This show is not the call-in show. First call-in show for the season. When Zach popped that off, we were in a different state, like we were just transitioning, and that's become a staple in this show. So appreciate Zach for calling in. I got a lot of phone calls coming through today. Everybody trying to get me to get health insurance today. Why? Is this National Health Insurance try to make people sign up for health insurance day? What up, Smook? What up, B Wood? My guy said, I got a prediction. Hugh Freeze gets fired on Sunday, and Alex Goldrich takes his job on the plugins on the planes in January. Ooh. You think Alex Goldrich makes his return to the SEC at Auburn? Whoa. That's a hot take. I do agree with the Hugh Freeze take. I thought they would have done it before Saturday. I thought they would have went on ahead and did it, but they need a validation. They're gonna pay them that game check and then cut them a bigger check. Why? Just cut them the check now. But B Wood, that's a hot take. 334-625-1121. The phone line is open. 334-625-1121. Anybody figure out the last time this game was at nighttime kickoff in Bryant-Denny State with both teams in the top 15? Yeah, hey, let's figure that out, Swag. Let's figure that out. If Alice get that Auburn, that'd be scary. Imagine what's going to leave from USF and go with him, first of all, right? And then that recruiting class that they got with what's already on roster, Auburn would get scary. Who would be his defensive coordinator? Because that's the only thing Golders has a problem with, getting a defensive coordinator that can match his offensive play calling. That's his only problem. That boy said play more bomb, but nah, we ain't trying to get copyrighted. I had Bama beating Missouri by 10, which we should have without the garbage TD. Same model has Bama by 8, factored in efficiency to this point, and it dropped to Bama by 4. That also gets rid of Pit Sniper. What is this model? Is this J Penny? This J Penny, right? This is Penny. I want to see this model, man. You keep talking about. Call the phone line 334-625-1121. Call the phone line and explain this model, man, because your model ain't been I don't know. I don't think I like your model. Erica Calhoun is in the chat, my sister. Hey, girl. Y'all give it up for my sister. I bet you won't call in, sis. Talk about this Alabama-Tennessee game. We got another call on the line, 205. Let's see who it is.
Call from.
Yo, Melvin, what's up, man? You in the game. Talk to me, man. Y'all give it up to Melvin in the chat, y'all. Man, you know.
Coach Smook, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. You know what time it is, Melvin. I had to grit my teeth on this one. You know, the mad grit your teeth look your mama give you when she tell you to sit down and stop playing it. That, you know what time it is. Talk to me, Melvin.
Yeah. Hey, the Tennessee bottle tears. I know y'all bottle tears for to get y'all ass whooped. Is that right?
Bama fans, y'all on one today, boy. Did you hear? hey, Melvin, did you hear Big T on the Did you hear the Tennessee fan?
I heard a little comments, man, talking about he gonna whoop put belt to us, man. He got that twisted, man. I don't know what kind of bus he went on. I guess he got on a short bus this morning.
I don't know, Melvin, but I don't know. 49-35 is crazy. As a score prediction too.
I don't agree with that, Coach. That's that dumpster juice and stuff like that. He take that back.
Yeah, man. Talk to me about the game though, man. What's your score predictions, your MVPs? Talk to me. What's on your mind about Alabama, Tennessee?
Okay. Game gonna be good. We gonna be in Tuscaloosa. We gonna show up. We gonna show out. Show them them Tennessee Volunteers back home crying to the garbage can exposed and stuff like that. They should then go back home.
Well, on one today, man. Bama fans just so disrespectful today. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. All the disrespectfulness right now is warranted for the next 48 hours. It's warranted.
Let me tell you why I did it, because they've been disrespecting us for too long, man, Coach Smook. And I don't like that, man. We Bama, man. Ain't nobody should disrespect Bama like that, man. No.
Yeah, I feel. I mean, and the Tennessee fans that I talk to, man, it's only relevant when we talk about, Bama missing the playoffs. And, they be like, oh, yeah, we did beat Bama. Like, they be surprised that they beat us last year type stuff.
Yeah. See, would they beat us? That's their championship game. Would they beat us? They feel like that's their championship game. Like they won a ring and everything, man. They get a good glory out of that when they beat us.
Yeah,
so that's they championship game where they beat Bama, man.
Facts, and a lot of people are like that. Give me your final score prediction, Melvin, and your thoughts on it.
Okay, on the check, I put 40. I think I put 45-29.
45-29.
Yeah.
All right, let me
I
get
had put
that in
that.
here.
I had put it in the chat earlier today.
Bama 45, Tennessee 29. All right. Hey, that's another 40 game. I think we dropping 40 on their head. I really do. I do think we definitely gonna drop 40 on their head. How many we give up? I think they could score 20. I think they could score 24. Truly, I do.
Okay,
I do.
okay.
I think they have an
Okay.
offense that they could score 24. But yeah. I don't think they're gonna have the defense to slow us down.
No, not really. I'm not feeling their defense because how they play Arkansas this past year, man.
Facts.
So that's why I gave that 20, that 29. Cause the way they play Arkansas, man, they got looking on them. Cause Arkansas should have pulled out that win right there, man. That's how I feel. I feel Arkansas should have won that game.
I'm sorry, Melvin. I'm trying to make sure I'm reading this comment right.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Melvin. I guess there's this. I don't know if he's a Tennessee fan or what, but the first statement, Mary J, take your hands off the wheel. I got this, Mary J. Take your hands off the wheel. I got this one. Nope, Melvin. I'm gonna let you off the phone line. I gotta go into that mode. I might have to put the hood on real quick. Roll Tide, Melvin.
Okay, roll Tide, bro.
Let's go. Roll Tide chat. Y'all give it up for Melvin in the chat, man. Let's get into this conversation. I gotta close the phone line for a second. We shutting the phone line down. I might have to stop the music. Ty Vellin came in with this analysis, right? For these imaginary numbers. Y'all know I love to jump on number watchers, right? Let's talk about this. Nobody seems to be hold up.
Lolly voice.
Nobody seems to be looking at the actual stats in the media. Tennessee leads the nation in scoring. First in SEC for offense passing. Third in rushing. Number 1 in the SEC and the FBS in sacks. 3 receivers top 7 to Bama's 1.
And I would counter that statement with this. Tennessee's offense leads in these passing efficiency stats against one defense and 6 opponents. One defense that's ranked in the top 100 in the country. One defense. And guess who that defense was? It wasn't Georgia. It wasn't even Mississippi State. It wasn't even UAB. Guess who that defense was, chat? Arkansas. And guess who was the defense that was able to slow down the Tennessee passing attack? Arkansas. Right? If you look at your statistical output week in and week out since you started conference play Tennessee, you're dropping week in and week out passing yards, rushing yards per carry is dropping, is getting less and less. The better the competition, the less your production is getting. But no, let's keep scrolling. That's I just wanted to use that to establish those facts. When you highlight numbers like that 6 weeks into the season, they're tainted, especially when your strength of schedule is in the bottom half of the country, especially when your first 5 weeks strength of schedule is in the bottom half of the country. Georgia is what's saving your schedule for the strength of schedule right now. That's that game that you lost at home to Georgia is saving your schedule, and you're talking about all these. Okay, let's scroll. I got another one. He said Joey Aguilar is leading the SEC in passing, second in TDs, leading the FBS in explosive passes. Brazil leads the nation in receiving TDs. Once again, you're doing that against trash opponents. You have not played the caliber of defense. Alabama's pass defensive efficiency rating, number 2 in the country, going against the number 1 passer. When you usually see top 5 passing defensive efficiency ratio, being able to defend the pass against those 50-50 balls that Joey like to throw, there's going to be a sizable difference in production. And I guarantee you, the first sign of a bad look or getting him getting him mixed up in coverages, which is what he struggles with, which is why Georgia was able to pick him off, I guarantee you Kane Wommack is going to dial it up. But it was a comment he just made. He said something about we lost to Florida State. He said we lost to Florida State. Jimmy Garoppolo. It wasn't Jimmy Garoppolo. He said we lost. What's the Florida State comment, Mary J? You see the Florida State comment? Oh, there it is. There it is. Bama lost to FSU. That's 0-3 in the SEC. It's Florida State Seminole. Hold on, let me share the screen so y'all don't think I'm doing some like hacking or something. I think I'm gonna just do like this. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go, chat. I gotta check this out. Football conference. NCAA Atlantic Coast Conference football, Florida State Seminole Conference. What conference is the people ask what conference is the Florida State Seminoles in? Atlantic Coast Conference, also known as the ACC. Read this comment here. Yep, not talking to you anymore. Not talking to him anymore. He don't even know what conference the teams are in. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Not Mary J. You better not star another one of his comments. You better not highlight another one. You can have the wheel back, Mary. This is what. See, let me talk to Mary J. real quick. Mary J. This is what I was talking about. When people come in and type in paragraphs in the comments, it's cool for chat rate, but it doesn't have to get on the screen. Just because they saying a lot don't mean they saying nothing. And see, they be trying to take advantage because they see how nice of a producer you are, how you get everybody's comments on the screen. But we don't stupidity like that. Come on, Mary J. Come on. Now look, big sis. No big deal. I'm just saying they're going to try to bait you in like that. They're going to try to get you. We're not going to let it happen. All right. You hear me? We're not going to let it happen. Ty, take your butt home. Take your butt home right now. Take your butt home right now. So if we want to use transitive property about us losing to Florida State, right? What about y'all losing to Georgia and then we beat Georgia? What about that? What about us beating Georgia in Georgia and y'all losing to Georgia at home? What about that? What about Georgia's passing game being able to put up the numbers they put up against your passing defense? What about your 2 turnovers against Georgia at home in your passing game? And we beat Georgia head up. Our secondary held they own against Georgia. I don't know about your secondary. I don't know. I mean, your offense didn't look great against Georgia. You're highlighting all these BS numbers that got padded in the Eastern Tennessee State game, in the Syracuse game. You have not played well against conference play. That's why you're only winning matchups by a possession at home. You're not even winning at home. That's the messed up part about it. You lost to Georgia at home. Get out of here, Ty. Makes Tennessee worse than FSU if we use intransitive property. Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, these fans come in. The phone line is open. 334-625-1121. I would love to hear your voice. And please explain when the ACC, when Florida State joined the SEC. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear you. If they beat a good team week 1, that means they were prepared to play. They lost to a team that surprised everyone in the nation. I'm not going to support that statement, but I get where you're coming from. My thing is this: if it was based off of who we played in week 1 and losing to them, we wouldn't have won the last 3 ranked games we done played. What are we even talking about? We've played 3 ranked opponents since then. Going into our 4th ranked game of the season against your trash squad that just lost at home to Georgia, the opponent that we just beat, and that you're trying to use transitive property to explain why you think that Tennessee is going to have such this big game against Alabama on the road in one of the most hostile stadiums in the country with the hottest team, the hottest quarterback in the country. You can highlight Joey Aguilar's stats all you want. Make sure you highlight them interceptions too. Why are you patting on all them stats? Them interceptions. His TD to any interception ratio is not elite. That's getting by against lesser talent. I'm looking at it right now, man. I want to talk about this. Let's talk about Joey Aguilar. because we got time today. We ain't got to be off here for another 30 minutes, y'all. Phone line is open, 334-625-1121. You can call in, say your name, buddy. But Joey Aguilar for the season, man. Oh man, give me this. Where is his stats at? Okay, there they go. Stats. Here we go. 629. Good completion percentage right now. I just want 2025. Why they game log? Here we go. 14 TDs to 5 interceptions, 73 QBR, 73.1 QBR, 33rd in the country. Where are you seeing these rankings for his passing stats? Because I'm looking at Ty Simpson, and I believe Ty Simpson already got closer to 2,000 yards than Joey. He closer to 2,000, and I think they got the same amount of pass attempts too. Let me do a side-by-side comparison here. Let me do that. I didn't think to do that because that's what you generally do. You know, you try to do QB comparisons. Everybody does it that way. 1678, 16 TDs to 1 interception. And he's played against how many top? You've only seen one top 100 ranked defense from Tennessee. You like, come on. How do you call in? I'm sorry. Hold on, Mary J. I gotta help him out. So you got iPhone and Android. You got all right, so I just pull out my phone, right? And like, I don't know what you got, iPhone or Android. You see my phone look like this. And then I got this little button right here. It's green. In real life, it's not gonna be green there. And then I hit the keypad, and then I dial a number. Put that number on the screen for us real quick. 334-625-334. So the number 3 is the one that's after 2 before 4. Hit that twice. 334. Then do the 625 1, and then hit call. That's hot. That's how I call. That's how I call phone lines. That's just how I do it. I don't know about everybody else. That's how I do it. Zach, I don't know how you called in. Swag, I don't know how y'all called in. The way I call in, that's how I do it. I'm not judging nobody either. I'm just saying that's how I make phone calls. Ayo Sully with the 199 super chat says, "Yo, this show is on one today." I think we are, bro. He said the same way you saying week 1 doesn't matter, I guess. What do we say about those stats? Because to me, it looks like Tennessee and Bama both played mediocre ACC teams, but only Tennessee won. How do you consider Florida State mediocre? And the fact that you're trying to use do you honestly think Syracuse or Florida State plays? We played. Did y'all play at a neutral field Florida State game? I mean, Syracuse game. We played on the road at Doak Campbell. I ain't making no excuses. We played a bad game. Like I don't think you understand. And you tried. You played them at home. You got them at home. In the dome. Ain't nobody travel for Syracuse. You got to play. You got to play at home, basically. Y'all have yet to play any top-ranked defenses, is what I'm saying when I talk about your defense. 2 things could be true at once. Yes, y'all putting up numbers against trash. It's the truth. Simple as that. Somebody, I don't think he could read it. That's how you call in, man. What? The phone. Okay. Hopefully this is you.
Call from Mr. Motivation.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Accept, press 1.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna stop the music. Y'all in for one. It's funny. He called it. Hey, chat right now in the chat. Y'all stand up for my partner, man. We done became family through TikTok. That's a weird thing on social media nowadays. But y'all welcome to the stage, man. He on the phone line in the game with Coach Smook, my brother, Mr. Motivation. What's good, man?
Building.
Man, what's good, man?
The disrespect.
You see it? Do you see it in the chat?
Hey.
Talk to me, man.
Stop playing. Hey. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Last week I was nervous about this Missouri game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also I always, this game is always, it's Tennessee hate week. So I just can't stand Tennessee.
Here we go.
I really can't stand them.
Talk to me. Hey, get in the phone a little bit. You kind of low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah. I don't like them. They all of them look like they bite their fingernails and swallow them. Nah, but for real though, I really think so. Despite what everybody think, I think Ryan is gonna have a decent game.
Time out. Bruh, did you say Tennessee fans look like they bite their fingernails and swallow them?
Heck yeah.
You know how disgusting of an individual and how hungry of an individual you have to be to bite. See, I bite my fingernails, right? I got ADHD. I get nervous twitches and stuff, and I just, not twitches, but I get anxious, and I get to bite my fingernails sometimes when I'm excited or I'm ready to see something. So I bite, but I get fussed at for spitting them, right? You spit your fingernails, right? You know how hungry and like nasty of a person you gotta be to chew them up and digest them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's how they look to me. That's every time I think about them. That's what I think about. I think about them chewing fingernails up. You know what I'm saying? It's like they spit out all the good food and they digest toenails and fingernails.
Oh, Lord. So wait, are they clipping their fingernails? Are they clipping their toenails with the toenail clip, or they biting, like they pulling their foot up to their mouth and biting their toenails off?
They biting toenails and chewing them bitches too. Excuse my language. I can't be cussing on here.
Yeah, I'm not fooling with you, bro. Yo, bruh, Tennessee fans, y'all, look. I gotta get a clip of you. I'm gonna have that mug as a soundbite. I'm gonna give you your royalties for the disrespect.
Disrespect. You know what time it is.
Yeah. If y'all haven't seen his videos on TikTok, that's his little catchphrase, his slogan, man. And it's funny because he's a military service member in the Army. Both of us served. And that's how we really connected through the military community on social media. And then we found out we were both from Alabama, both of us Bama fans. And we been tight for about 2 years now. It's been about 2 years, bro.
Yep, about 2 years now.
That's crazy, man. I remember when we both was fighting for 1,000 TikTok followers. Now you up there, 30K, 40. That boy up there now. Golly, y'all give it up for him, man. The grind real. The grind real.
We just do what we can, bro. We do what we can. We just Bama kids trying to make a living.
You know. Well, give me your final score prediction, man. Since we know how you really feel about these nasty Tennessee fans, bro. Digesting fingernails and toenails, and not even having an etiquette to clip them with fingernail clippers. Like that's wait. Then again, actually clipping them and then like lining them up and then digest that might be worse. So maybe that there's some normalcy. Ain't no normalcy to biting your toenails, man. Like putting, bro. I don't even think I could put my foot up to my. Maybe I can because I've been stretching and working out, but That's a hard thing to do as an adult, to put your foot up to your mouth.
Up to your mouth.
Tennessee fans, y'all nasty, man. We can't. What's your score prediction, man? Talk to me.
So as bad as I want this score prediction to be, I want it to be like a real. I want it to be a blowout, like 42-14. I can't give you that one and be honest with myself, but I think we beat them 30-24.
30-24?
Yeah.
30-24. Missed the motivation score prediction. Listen, 30-24. I can see that. If Alabama comes up half stepping, I just don't think their defense can hold us to less than 40, man. I saw Georgia on the road put up 44. And I mean, they had to come from behind, but Georgia don't have the type of quarterback play offensive line play we have. They have a good running attack, but it's not explosive. They get explosive against teams that allow it, like we did. You play, you don't play sound, you miss tackles. You allow them to look. They have 5-star, 4-star guys. Tennessee doesn't see that week in and week out, and we saw what happened to them at home against that type of talent. And Georgia's not even performing on the same clip as Alabama. So I don't see it being that close. I do think Tennessee will be able to score, but it's not going to be more than 3 actual touchdowns. They may get some field goals in there, in my prediction.
Yeah.
But I don't see them being able to score more than 3 touchdowns. They will get shut out at least one quarter.
That's that 24. That's 3 touchdowns and a field goal. That's all that's what I see them.
And see, that's where my score prediction was too, like 45-24. That's what my mind keep leaning towards, like 45-24. That. But go ahead. What you was about to say?
That's exactly what I was saying. You see, my first state was 42 because that's like in the 40 ranges.
Yeah.
If you watch I know you have, but I don't know if everybody else been watching the progression of our offensive line and how dominant they are in the trenches now. Right, and they progressively getting better every week in and week out. I don't know if you saw that clip of Caden Proctor hyping the offensive line.
Yeah, holding them accountable, man.
Man, listen. That is what we needed. The vocal leader and to to actually go out and show. So don't just talk the talk. You walk the walk.
You know what's crazy though? Being close to that group through Jaden Roberts, Rock Montgomery, Olis Alani, Wilkin Formby. Those are some of like my personal young men that I've followed, since their arrival at Alabama or during their recruiting with Formby. And they talk about that group being like a true player-led group. Coach Cap doesn't do a lot of the butt chewings and, holding guys accountable. You have such a veteran presence between Brailsford, Vandermark, Roberts, Caden Proctor is in a third year as a starter, full-time starter. All 3 years he's been a starter since he's been in college. Wilkin Formby is a redshirt sophomore, basically a junior, third year in the program. You got a lot of veteran presence there. And your young guys, they might not have the experience on the field, but as far as how to show up and conduct themselves and the standard that the level of accountability that needs to be upheld in order to work at a high efficient rate, this group understands that. So it's no surprise to see it's a surprise to see Caden Proctor being vocal because he's not a loud guy. It's a surprise, but it's not a surprise to see the players in that position room, in that group, hold each other accountable and have that type of motivation amongst themselves, because you'll catch, like, I believe this is one of them games we might catch a Jaden Roberts head bashing session, like before the game. Like, I feel like this is one of those games with the O-line because of all the hype around Tennessee's defensive line. And like you said, the way this offensive line is operating right now, operating at a clip, man, and they're becoming very dominant and very versatile. Outside zone scheme, pin and pull is looking good. They're getting natural push on the inside zone. The dives are strong. We're getting 3 to 4 yards on dive plays. Like, I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. And then that's just the offensive line. We ain't even went into all aspects of, our receiver room is going crazy. Brooks has been acting a fool.
You know what I'm saying? Freaking Germ does what Germ does. Hort does what Hort does, you know, and then my personal favorite, one of my personal favorites here in these last couple weeks is Quavers.
Yeah.
He been going crazy.
Hey, and people don't understand, man. He's not even the best tight end in the room. It's the two young guys that's I say the best receiving tight end in the room. The two young guys, Marshall Pritchett and Caleb Edwards, probably your best receivers in the room right now. Well, we got a stable of tight ends. Now that Danny Lewis is healthy, his big frame, his hands, that's hard to guard, man. I said if we could ever find a way to utilize him in the red zone 20 and in, that can be another weapon. You can have Isaiah Horton on one perimeter, Josh Quavers and Danny Lewis on your edges of your line of scrimmage. You could split Caleb Edwards. You could put Caleb Edwards at H-back. 13 personnel and come out and still have a versatile, hard to stop offense because of the receiving assets in the locker room. I mean in the receiving core and in the tight end room. I look at it like this, and this is kind of like what I heard a panelist talking about Georgia's offense, how they could get out in 3 tight end personnel sets and still produce explosives. Imagine coming out thinking that you have to prepare for a toss sweep or a counter action play because you got 13 personnel out there, your tight ends out there, and we coming out of play action and you got Caleb Edwards streaking on a corner or a safety that had to bump down and cover him, or you trying to body up and cover Danny Lewis and Josh Quavers across the middle, and you still got to deal with Isaiah Horton on the boundary or Jeremy Bernard or Ryan Williams or Latier Brooks. Like one of those wide receivers is going to be out there on the 13 personnel set, and you're going to have to leave a DB or one-on-one, or you're going to have him bracketed with a safety over top help and defend that asset in the box. It's going to be hard to play against Alabama, and I truly believe maybe not this game, but we're going to see more of that from Alabama going forward as we get later into conference play.
Absolutely.
Yep. But yeah, man, final thoughts, man, before we get you off the phone line. I think you're going to be the last phone caller today. That was crazy. I really want this guy that keep coming talking, asking for the phone line. Like, I got my chat helping him out with the phone line. I don't think he typed good. I'm pretty sure he could read. So
yeah, I hope he can.
Yeah. That's
a Tennessee fan.
I sound like it. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he ain't getting enough. What's the chemical or the nutrient in the carrots that help us with our vision? What's that, chat?
God dog it, I can't think of it right now.
I don't think it
on the spot, but yeah,
it ain't in toenails though or fingernails. I know.
Hey, final thoughts is if you're a Tennessee fan, you lick mailbox doors.
If you're a Tennessee fan, you lick mailbox doors.
Yeah, the door that open up the mailbox. Yeah,
the little handle. Get out my line, man. You about to? They gonna ban me off of TikTok because of you. They gonna ban me for bullying because of you, bruh. But nah, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man, and supporting the network, man. And roll tide to you, Mr. Motivation in the chat, y'all on the phone line, y'all.
Roll tide.
Yes, sir, man. Catch up with you, bro. That boy said first he came in, said they eat their fingernails. They don't. I bite my nails, y'all, and your nails beta carotene, vitamin K. Yeah, I don't think you find that in fingernails and toenails. Tied for the Tennessee fan playing. Thank you to is that Todd the Tennessee fan playing? I don't know. I hope y'all know all these insults are going to be on the clips, right? And we went over our 2-hour mark like 20 minutes ago, so I'm gonna have to personally get in this and clip it. But yeah, we got time for maybe, what time is it? We got time. Oh, we got time. We don't have the next live till 12. I got all Big T. We'll be linking up at 11:30. Zay, 11:30. We're gonna be linking up, setting the show up for y'all, getting all the magic set up. Let's get the phone number back on the screen, y'all. We got time, Mary J. We got time. It's Friday, Mary J. Hey, and then shout out to me. I'm gonna give myself a shout out because Mary J had 2 off days today this week, y'all. This the hardest working woman, and I don't have the ability to pay Mary J right now or any of my team members. But Mary J, Zach, Megan, Britt, MJ, Nathan came on the past few weeks and been pulling all the inside scoop and drama, everything from everywhere, keeping it entertaining. Like, y'all, man, my team is nasty, and I'm gonna say it publicly. My team going forward, Dylan, some of y'all supporters, your outliers that aren't as involved hands-on, but you do what you do on the outside, man, it means a lot. And when we get there, you ain't gotta worry. Trust me.
Call from Erica Calhoun.
Yo, Erica Calhoun, you in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, sis. Welcome in, y'all. You in the game, girl. Talk to me, y'all. We got royalty in the chat. I know she don't want me to do this, but we got Bama parents on the phone line. We got Bama parents on the phone line. Give it up for Erica Calhoun. Shout out to you. Hey, talk to me, sis. What's on your mind today?
Thank you. So I want to go straight into the point prediction. I want this to be a shutdown. I want this to be the one where we don't even let them score, Coach. I want like a high 50 to nothing. I'm talking about like shut down, make statements, like give them a reason to hate, Coach.
Ooh, you making me excited. See now what I will say is this: if that happens to me, I will be surprised. Only because I respect, and you know, I look at it from a schematic standpoint. If I'm a head coach coming into this game with Kalen DeBoer and my staff, I know that the way that Kane Womack calls defense, it's forcing guys to make the right decision. You have to make the right decision. And when you make the right decision, sometimes that means it's a score. You know, I don't want to see the big plays. If they have to drive the ball, if they have to go 12-play drives to score on us, I like it. But if we come into a game like you're talking about and we shut this offense down, I hate it for the rest of college football, because now I know not only can Kane Womack call the right defense, and we've seen him make the second half adjustments, minus personnel issues on some spots. We've seen schematic adjustments that have affected the defense, and our second half production the last 4 games has been way better than it was week 1 against Florida State. So I look at this game. If we can get a shutout against Tennessee, it has to be an absolute, like, Joey Aguilar might get ran out of the state type of game for him. That means Alabama defense is from the first snap to the last snap is physicality, because Tennessee will turn the ball over. They don't like to get hit. They're not physical as they was last year. And we tiring them doing what they do on offense, but that means the secondary going to have about 3 or 4, maybe 5 picks.
Well, here's what I'm saying, though. When we first came into the season, we was hearing about how we had the best second team in the country. I feel like with that level of play, that level of like showmanship on the field, it only then goes back to validate exactly what they were saying at the beginning of the year. Bump what other people saying about the first loss. We'll take that, because that ain't did nothing but made us greater since then. But I would love nothing more than this game to be the game that starts talking about how we are going to be national champions this year.
100%. I'm feeling that though. I haven't had a thought of a shutout, and I think back to even what year was it, chat? I want to say 2018 Bama shutout versus Mizzou coming in with their high-powered offense. I believe that's what it was. It was either Missouri or I want to say it was either Missouri or it might have been Kentucky. It was one of those off-East division teams, but everybody was talking about all these weaknesses in Alabama's defense that could be exposed because of that passing attack. And it wasn't Kentucky. It definitely was Missouri. And this is one of those games, man, where I truly believe Josh Heupel knows that his offense is going to thrive off the passing attack. Alabama's run defense has gotten better over the weeks, and this is not an extensive run. Josh Heupel is going to run the ball, but the way he disguises a run, there's not a lot of eye candy, and we've seen our linebackers and D-line tested the last 3 or 4 weeks with eye candy run game. So I could see it. I can believe it, right? I can lean towards, if I had to put a confidence level meter type of gauge thing in there to go into a shutout, I'm at a 6. I say a 6 out of 10.
I feel like that makes statements. Like, offense sell ticket, defense win games. Ty is having an amazing year. We see him going for Heisman, and I seen the comment where he was like, "That's outside noise that just tell you how locked in and focused he is in this moment." So if we can have high scoring, means Ty did his due diligence, and then a defense that don't allow no scoring, let's talk something different. That's So that's what I want for my boys. That's what I'm excited to see.
Bet that. And I need everybody to understand this, man. When you have, and this is just a testament to the community, not anything I do. When you have, and this is not new to us, it's just when it happens, it just continues to show that authenticity will outweigh the fake stuff, right? Everybody knows authenticity isn't for everybody, or what we do here at the Coach Smook Network isn't for everybody. But one thing that's been true, when we cross these players and their families and the coaching staff and media members, we build such a good relationship. Whether we go separate ways or not, we build such a good relationship. But the community vibe is what's attracting. And so, AAA family, I want to give it up to y'all, man, because we got Bama parents calling into the call-in show on a Friday before kickoff on Saturday, y'all. That's huge. Most time they stomach in a knot worrying about their baby going on the field. Their young sons on the field, man. They're still their babies getting ready to go to war for us. All this entertainment and stuff we talk about on the day, these they children. So it's good. It's always good to have you. Erica, final thoughts before we let you off the line, sis?
I just pray for everybody that's getting ready to travel. May everybody travel safely, bring so much positivity, good energy. I will be at the game. I'm flying out tonight and get myself ready right now.
Look, safe travels too.
Be there. Yeah, I will be there. Safe travels. I can't wait for this game. I'm with Tennessee. We're going to take it 1 week at a time. So that's our current opponent. But I know we got South Carolina, which is going to be away, and then another big one, which LSU. So I'm just overall excited for the season because we just get to go back to back to back. I think we're going to be tested and tried. That only make us that much greater for upcoming playoff teams. Time. So that's it.
100%. Well, thank you for calling in, and look, I'm doing my heart hands to you. Look, y'all, when we met Vanderbilt game at the Walk of Champions, people were like, how long y'all known each other? Literally just met each other in person. But that's authentic. That's real love right there. That's my sister, y'all. And we building this Bama family, man. And so I appreciate you, sis, for calling in as always, and all your support. And we got big things coming in the future, y'all.
Yes. Talk to you later. Have a good day.
All right. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yes, I am. All right, y'all. Y'all give it up for my sister Erica, y'all. Miss Erica Calhoun tapping in, man. And go look at the roster. You'll know who her son is. That's all. I ain't got to. Hey, Sanaya, listen, I want to show y'all the TikTok chat, but it's going to look weird. But shout out to my daughter, man, my baby girl. If y'all remember Iron Bowl outside with Coach Smook, on campus with Coach Smook, that feature, I had my oldest daughter tapped in with me, and she enjoyed the game. I didn't think an 8-year-old girl. So my sister was a Bama fan, but she didn't pay attention to the game. She was a Bama fan to talk trash. Like she don't really know football. She cheered for me and my brother when we played, but she didn't know football. My daughter loves football. Like she loves Alabama football. I had to explain to her same thing that I dealt with growing up. for the longest, my daughter didn't know that there were other teams that Alabama played against, like other teams. She thought Alabama was supposed to show up and win every game. The games that she was with me when Alabama did lose, she didn't understand what was going on. I used to have my little fan moments back in the day when she was first born. But all my babies, die hard Bama. She just one that actually pays attention on her own. She has an interest in football. So shout out to my baby girl, man. Shout out to my Sanaya. I love you, girl. Y'all give it up for my baby in the chat. And that was the last phone call of the day, man. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to the closeout segment. We're going to take about 5 minutes to close out. But before we do that, one last time, y'all, if you are not a member of my YouTube channel, man, if you're not a member of the AAA family, if you ain't got your wristband, will you click in the chat and we put y'all name up and you ain't got one of these little things next to your name? Hold up, I can't see him right now. Can we see him? Can we find somebody with one? If you ain't got one of them little dots next to your name when you come up on the screen, like Mary J and Swag and Dougie, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got one of them, then you need to tighten up. And this is how you get on that roster, by doing this. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
All right, chat, that's gonna do it for today's show. Once again, thank y'all for tapping in, man. Y'all already know when we here, man, y'all enjoy, y'all on that phone line, y'all call in, talk y'all talk, enjoy yourselves, man. There's no reason to be scared and talk your talk, man. So I think it's EL. It's EL Mary J. But we want to take a moment right now and just thank everybody for tapping in. Again, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out or way in. If you're tapping in post live, you're catching this and we're not live right now on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet on YouTube, thank you. Go ahead and hit it. We got a new member on today's stream. Shout out for that. Appreciate the 33 likes, hitting our 25 like goal. We had 4 or 5 callers on the call line today. So great show today. Thank you for the interactions on Facebook. We had 3 interactions on Facebook. We got 32 in the chat on YouTube right now, and we got 95 watching on Twitter, man. TikTok. Thank y'all for y'all support, man. Tapping that screen. I don't know how many likes we got right now, but I see we got 83 gifts on the stream, man. Thank y'all for that. And then shout out to all of our sponsors, man. We got sponsors. We're getting our new infomercial together so that we can give give them their presence on screen. We're jumping into some binding agreements that's going to help the channel continue to grow. It's going to help the channel to continue to grow. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all Remember, man, Melvin, some of y'all ain't got that wristband yet, man. We ain't had no gifted memberships in a minute, but keep your chat rate up. Because I know some people just don't deal with the virtual cards, digital stuff, and all that. I understand, I get it. But if you want a direct dono, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, we have that available at Coach Smook Network on all of those, and you should be able to find our donation opportunities. And don't forget, a percentage of everything that we donate or everything that we make on this channel, a percentage goes to autism awareness. That's a program that we support and provide our donations efforts towards. And then the Wounded Warriors of Alabama, we donate to them monthly. I missed last month. I gotta go back and we'll just double up for this month. I missed last month because we went to the Vandy game, and that's usually we usually do it the last weekend of the month of every month. So we'll get it done this month. I make sure that we do it. But shout out to our new member on the channel, man, B Wood, tapping in, becoming a member of the AAA family. I'll give it up to him, man. Give it up for him, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Here to close out the show. Look, he was trying to make an entrance. Appreciate you. Welcome to the family, man. And tapping in, man. He said, there you go. Yeah, now there you go. You got the wristband. You're talking about there I go. I got a wristband. I make the wristbands, but I got the wristband. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got this wristband, I don't think, if you my age, if you like born in the 90s, if you graduated between like 2004 to 2012 and you ain't got this wristband, I don't think you're a real Bama fan. I'm just saying. Hey, you ain't got to wear it all the time. You ain't got to wear it all the time. I'm just saying you should have, or at least own one of these. Everybody, if you've never owned one of these, I've had this one for probably like, I think this is the new one. The other one I got, it's a little bit more tan and dirty. The other one I got, I get one like every 2 years because I feel like I'll lose it. And then when I get a new one, I find my old one. So I got like 3 or 4 of these hanging around somewhere. But my first one, I got it like 2004, 2005 when they first started doing it. So yeah, we met and took a pic at the Vandy game. Oh snap. Where it? Which picture? I'm gonna pull it up. That's crazy, y'all. That's what. Which picture where we met at? That's what's up, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. You said you was gonna tap in too. You said you was gonna tap in. Maybe you could call in on the call-in show tonight. We got a call in tonight at 8 p.m. But coming up in an hour, y'all, in about 45 minutes here, live here on this channel and on TikTok. We're gonna do it on both. We will have our live game simulation, Alabama versus Tennessee. He said before the walk. Okay, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you. You got Bama Mardi Gras Breeze. Oh, me too. Hey, Dubs, you ain't saying nothing. I had a nice Bama Mardi Gras bead set with the big old Alabama, the Crimson Tide logo, the circle, with the script A. Yeah. It was cold, boy. Cold, boy. That's what's up, man. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, Wood. Appreciate you, family. For real, man. I greatly appreciate. And that was a weird situation. Not weird. It was felt good to be noticed for what I do as far as work, man. My boy Chief Bama, he said, "Hey, Chief, where your wristband at, man? Where your wristband, Chief? You missed the whole show. You come in talking about Bama by 17." We had Erica Calhoun calling. She said she feel a shutout. Bama shutout. She said 40. I think she said like a 49-42-0 type game. She feel it. And you know, sometimes it's always that one-off game. I think Alabama had our one-off game. I don't think Tennessee has had a one-off game yet. They just got beat by Georgia at home. They got beat. They played their best game and got beat. I don't think they've had a one-off game. This would be the game with Alabama trending up and humming like we are. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not changing my score prediction, but if she end up being right, best believe she's gonna be co-hosting call-in show with me. She's gonna have to get somewhere and get on the call-in show. We're gonna have to co-host the post-game call-in show together, because that'd be crazy. I remember meeting you and your son. I was the guy that took the picture. Oh, okay. So you remember, Zach? I can't remember which one. I can't remember which one. I do remember I remember the 2 sets. You said before the walk. Let me see. I got the pictures here. What am I talking about? Let me see. Zach, did we take it on the red phone or the black phone? Probably red phone more than likely. That's Doug. You said you was with your son. You had a jersey on number 18. Chief, appreciate the becoming a member. That's Corey. Did we take a picture on my phone or your phone? Oh yeah, okay. I see you now. It's you then. I'm about to put it in the chat. Hold on, I'm about to put it on the screen real quick. So shout out to B Wood for becoming a member, and he really a member. He met me in person. Let me see. There we go. Hold on. Let me get this uploaded for us. I'm tripping. I'm over here trying to do it like an OG. I'm acting like old buddy that couldn't call into the phone line earlier, man. I'm acting like old buddy that real elite. I can't find the button. Here we go. My boy became a member of the YouTube channel. Appreciate you for supporting, man. And here go our guy B Wood right here. Let me get the right layout up. And then we're gonna get out of here after this. I just want to test this new thing out right here. Here we go. Can we do it like this? No, I don't want to do it like that. We was just getting there. I still got my bag in my hand. We was just getting settled in for real. I'm just now remembering the picture. Not remembering the picture. I'm remembering the moment now. We was just getting there, man. Trying to get us in a good spot so we could start getting some footage for y'all. Our lovely AAA family that we love so much. But yeah, that's me and my boy B Wood. Hey, listen, that was a vibe though. That whole game was a vibe. Let me put it up here so everybody can see it. Shout out to B Wood for becoming a member of the AAA family. And I think this gonna be your picture for when you call in, B Wood. I know you're gonna be one to call in and tap in and give your thoughts. So that might be your picture for the that's a fire picture. I ain't gonna cap. Zach, you did your thing right there. This is an iPhone picture. Them boys, man. Hey, B Wood. They kept saying that I was short, man. They thought I was short, B Wood. Am I short? B Wood? Everybody keep talking about they think I'm short when they see me. I thought you was short. Do I look short right now, Chad? Do I look short sitting here? He said BS, no. Do I look short? Nah, I'm just saying I don't feel like I look short sitting here. I don't know, maybe. But then again, everybody thought Coach Sean was tall when we saw him. But y'all saw him in person too at a spring game 2 years ago. And Sean probably like 5'8", 5'7". You know what I'm saying? But y'all, I appreciate y'all for tapping in again today. It's been fun as always. I love y'all. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the content. Be live. We'll be back here in 45 minutes for our live game simulation. Let me go get my uniform on. Let me go get my headset. All that stuff ready for the game today. Y'all tap in on the live game simulation. And then tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be doing our call-in show, our nighttime call-in show for college football. We'll be predicting the excuse me, I got hiccups. We'll be predicting the final outcome of this year's SEC conference. All right. We'll be predicting that tonight and opening the phone lines for all fan bases to interact and talk about where they think their team is going to finish this season. All right. With that being said, y'all be blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." Roll Tide roll.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook."
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.